No, the dick hole. I listened to like the first 30 minutes.
Is that? Well, maybe we should just consider making this a 30-minute show.
Why?
Since all you listen to is 30
Oh
minutes.
my god, no!
Damn.
It ain't even like that. I know you got me. I was like, what? What do you?
Because that's all you had time for.
No, honestly, like I really wish I could have, but you know,
Right.
See what it happened.
But his will
was-
didn't let him.
No, I was super busy, and then I get back to the room, do some of my computer work. So by
Jacking
then
it.
I'd be fucking.
And
tired.
maybe
And
our,
then,
maybe
when
our-
he got back home, he just had time to, never mind.
I didn't even do that. I couldn't even masturbate.
Really?
Yeah, because
you
I
can
was
say it.
sharing my room.
So how do your balls feel right now? Since they haven't been touched.
I mean, believe me, buddy.
They've been touched.
I could go for a tug or two.
Dude, I didn't masturbate the whole time I was in SF. As soon as I got back, I nutted the quickest I ever did.
in fact, I squeezed it hard so veins would pop out just to really get
Just
into
to
it.
really-
The little,
feel
the
the-
ball just swelled up.
But then I started chafing, man, and I was like, I need lotion.
Chafing? What's rubbing up against? Oh, your hand.
Well, great thing you mentioned chafing and lotion. No, we have none.
There you go, Joe. There you
Welcome
go.
one. Welcome all.
Why are you
Talk
so
episode
opposed?
67
We'll
of the
talk
None of Our
after.
Business podcast.
Why are you so
We are
opposed?
your hosts, Keenan. See.
Oh, that's
Did you
right.
guys
No,
just
no, wait.
elbow?
No, wait.
I just my
Wait.
bad.
Greetings and salutations.
Greetings, salutations. No, this ain't no.
You
fucking
do
Star Trek.
realize that
no,
our
that's Demolition Man.
Oh, that is.
yeah, but none of our
Wi-Fi
listeners can
high
none of our listeners can see you guys. So
Well, they'll know the phrase. It's a popular thing in
Welcome
Demolition
on,
Man. Okay,
welcome
okay.
all to episode 67 of the None of Our Business podcast. We are your hosts, Philly, Philly fanatic, sane, silent tempo, P money, peace, easy, philanthropy, philosophy, Philip Lanos. We have Keenan, Cianan Dunkaroos, K9. Cianan Dunkaroos are coming back, by the way.
Yay, keep
K9,
that shit.
C4, C notice. See your way out of
I
here.
explode.
C3, PO. Today we have a very special guest.
The one.
The one. Literally, the one. The only.
Biggest balls in all of Los
One
Angeles.
of the most awaited guests of the None of Our Business podcast. We have Daniel Castellanos. And I'm
That's his
Joe.
government name. Oh.
And I'm Joe.
The
fuck? Bro, so yeah, balls. I mean,
I know.
there's this great product. But
you know what it
Huge
is.
announcement, guys. Yeah. You want to hit him with that?
Let's do
Or
it
do you
real
wanna
quick.
edit
Just
that?
a real quick big shout out and thank you to Manscaped for being our first sponsor. They brought us some products. We just got it on the episode. We're going to try these out. We're going to talk about in the next coming up episodes. We're going to definitely give them a shout out. Say some good things about their product. I'm pretty sure it's going to be all good. And it's going to be a great
Partnership.
partnership.
I feel
Yes.
it's gonna be a
You know
dope-ass
what's
partnership.
funny is the other day I was gonna go out with this chick and I was like, I need to shave my balls because
During the day or during
the
the night?
last
During the night.
time we hung out, she was completely shaved.
And you weren't?
I thought, man, look at that effort she put into it. And I was like, shit, I'm gonna feel bad because
swag.
shit's whack. Because because she did go down, but she probably didn't enjoy it as much as like.
She had
I
a face
did.
full of
the
fur.
jungle. She was
Because
like,
when I went down,
George,
it was
George,
amazing.
She was like, don't go into the long grass.
I mean, it was like Pokemon. She ran into a wild Pokemon.
Oh my god!
Well-
or Avatar, where they just connect. With fucking,
No, but
So-
seriously,
tentacles.
so I think I'm gonna put this
yeah,
to use.
You're definitely gonna have to put it both of you.
I think we all have to. I mean, Joe doesn't want to share; he's being kind of greedy. But I would
What the
totally
fuck?
have my balls touch an object of your balls touched.
Wait, what?
I would not. Yeah, I'm not
We're
sharing
friends
anything
like
that
that.
my
I
balls
thought
are
we were that
touching.
close of homies.
Well, sidebar. I don't know if you guys know this, but the cool thing about the Manscaped tool that they gave us, what's it called? The Lawnmower
It's called the
3.0.
Lawnmower
3.0.
3.0.
This shit glows in the dark. It's got
It
LED
glows?
lights,
Oh,
so you
okay.
can shave your balls in the dark in case
an emergency.
we're currently in a state of emergency across the world.
so when the lights go out,
right,
all right,
right, and not just that, not just that. This shit has 7,000 RPMs. I don't know what that is, but it's called the quiet stroke, so it's got to be good.
Around the
Is it-
world.
What if you rubbed your dick 7,000 RPM?
I
It wouldn't
did see a
actually be that
commercial though.
quiet.
I did see a
It wouldn't
commercial
be
though.
that quiet.
I saw a commercial and they took the Manscaped up against a balloon and it didn't pop.
Oh, really?
And I don't know about you, but I legit have. I tried
I've
to.
nicked my
I
balls.
have
Yeah.
ball fear. I
Yeah.
have ball fear.
Yeah, I tried using the thing that I do to do touch ups. I like cleaned it off and I was like, let's go. And I cut. I was like, son of a bitch, I'm
shit
not
hurts.
going out
That shit
anymore
hurts.
tonight.
Wow.
So
I use
guys,
scissors.
gals, yeah, a huge shout out to Manscaped, and we do have a promo
That's right.
code
Coming up.
or
We
link.
get,
yeah,
we're
yeah.
lucky enough to give you access to a 20% off if you go to manscaped.com/noob.
NOOB.
And they deliver, right? They like Amazon. They can
What
come
is
to your
this?
house.
Yeah, they do
Yeah.
deliver.
Yeah, they
They'll
actually do
your
deliver.
Yeah.
product.
So
And-
when you're stuck at home during this whole situation, you can order some Manscaped.
And they have an offering. I forget what it's called, but it comes with a storage bag, the actual lawnmower itself, a couple of lotions, some ball wipes.
I think
I
it's
mean,
like
it's a dope ass setup.
it's a package setup. Oh, we put the bag back, but it says what it's called.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a starter kit.
Yeah, like the perfect starter kit. I think is
Yeah,
what it was
yeah.
called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Your balls
lit-
will thank you.
It's weird that that's what they
Yes.
call it because it really is. Like if you don't have one of those bags where you put all your toiletries in and shit, it really is like
A
the,
toiletry bag?
I think that's what it's called. No, but what I'm saying is
It's immerse.
it's immerse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But its quality is dope. The shed.
I like the way it looks. The
Hey.
leather, the feel. And I'm not talking about the bag. I'm talking about your balls.
Oh,
Wait,
thanks.
wait,
And
Yeah.
and you know, as I add more lotion, I actually use cocoa butter lotion.
You do?
Mm.
I was told to put a baby powder on it.
Baby
No, don't
powder?
put baby
Baby
powder.
powder?
Like-
No, that's cancerous.
Old school.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
old school? Well, I'm
The
old.
best
I'm an
Hodgkin's
old ass
lymphoma.
dude.
Honestly, the best thing to do, which is what I do, I just put deodorant
Regular
On the
deodorant?
balls?
on my
But see,
leg tits.
deodorant has all
That's
that
super cancerous.
aluminum and shit.
Yeah, but you're putting it on your armpit.
super
Yeah,
cancerous,
that
Joe.
gets absorbed into your skin. I think it does. I think it's the same thing. I think it'll do the same. Have the same effect,
Can I have
negative
your
effect.
Or you can use the products that Manscaped hooked us up with now.
And what was that promo code that you can purchase again?
Manscaped.com
Hey, there
forward
it is.
slash.
Nude.
Nice.
Nice.
Way to go.
Anyway.
Congratulations, guys.
Shameless plug. All
Our
right, we
first
did it.
plug
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
day.
You know, shame
I
did
guess
it.
we're official now.
I know.
huh?
Yeah,
We're
Ain't
official.
no shame in it.
We are official professional podcast.
Well, Danny, welcome.
Hey.
You
Let's exclude him out for
you
the
know,
first
you
30
just,
minutes.
I
you
have
just,
a
you just
Brian.
experienced something new that the whole pod did.
Oh, congratulations, Danny.
Awesome.
It's like
Yeah.
the first time I shaved my balls.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for it.
I'll never
Right.
forget it.
For real?
Yeah.
The
So-
first time you shaved your balls?
Yeah, that shit hurt.
You cut
dude.
yourself? You actually
Yeah,
cut
who doesn't?
I didn't cut
It's
myself.
like the first time you put the zipper up your,
Ugh,
Yeah, never
I
forget
never
that.
done that
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Thankfully, I haven't had that
Damn,
part.
you
I looked out. My balls aren't that big enough. It's like it hides.
Keenan's like, what?
You never
What's
zip your,
going on?
What?
you ain't never zip that extra skin or
No, it's too big.
The
It's so
foreskin, like-
cushiony.
No.
Yeah.
Never, none
No,
of
I've
it?
never,
No.
I've never
And
zipped
Joe
up my
has a
foreskin.
big ass dick.
Leave
So
a comment if you have.
It's a regular one.
I'm just always extra careful after I take a leak. I'm like, fuck that.
I always wanted to go outside and play, so I did it really quick, and
Hey, you know what though?
Look how you turned out.
I've had
fuck.
I've had girls point out to me though that they notice that guys don't do anything after they pee like that, like other than shake it off. They don't like wipe it down, right? Like the tip. They say they've seen a lot of
You're
guys that
supposed
don't
to
do
wipe
that.
the tip.
But like girls, all that's like they always need to use toilet papers or whatever, right? But they're like, I don't know, a lot of guys don't actually do anything other than just shake
That's
it when
disgusting.
Wait a minute. How do they know? Do they taste it when they go down, like right after
they're done.
they pee?
Probably.
So I'm just thinking in my mind. You
Wait,
know
do
you're.
you, do you,
I'm
do
just
you
saying.
clean your
I'm just
dick
saying.
after you
Yeah.
pee?
Keenan's like,
Stop,
I
stop.
don't want to get into it.
I'm just saying, like the ladies in the room, they know the man's taking a piss, and then you go and suck on it.
No,
Like,
no,
really?
no, not
I mean,
literally.
They probably expect
Hey.
if he's going into the bathroom, he's probably going to
Emails
wash
are nasty
his dick.
anyway.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's funny? Yeah, no, okay. I'm not saying that anyone from any sex is impervious to being dirty. I've been hearing some horror stories, and I've seen some things. Like in fact, anytime a girl hangs out with me, they usually say, "Oh, you're clean," or you're neat."
What kind of dudes were they fucking?
I know.
with?
That's
And then how come I'm not around?
Yeah.
Like,
What are their
why are you
numbers?
going-
knows you nasty.
What are their numbers?
but
nasty ass.
Keenan is he's
Keenan don't
convinced.
fart and then fuck. He doesn't care.
Keenan,
I'm trying to think. Did that ever happen
do
to
you
me before?
believe? Do you believe now with all this epidemic that hygiene is important?
Oh my God, Philly. You know what? Let's go back to the whole pee thing. I do wipe and I do clean. And even when I know my girl's going down, and I might be even skeptical, I stop and I go, hold on, let me clean up and make sure.
Let me freshen up.
Yes. Yeah, when it comes to all that cleanliness, let's just put on cleanliness, not hygiene. Just cleanliness. All right, cleanliness, whatever it is.
Cleanliness.
I went to cunning
linguist.
But you also went to college.
I did. Fuck college
for engineering.
Yes, no English.
No English.
When it comes to being clean, I'm on top of the line.
That's it. So?
Yes, because everybody calls me germaphobe since elementary school. Every time I try to, people try to offer me food that they already like slobbered their fucking saliva on.
Yeah, actually,
I'm like, no.
Keenan is never taken from my hand.
Do you ever kiss a girl after she goes down on you?
I make her
I have. No, you don't. No, you don't.
You'd be scared that it would scare her off.
I wipe it off.
Kiss me there.
right before she comes up, you grab her shirt and be like, clean her mouth.
I dab it a little bit.
I mean, look, I usually like taking like a bath or a shower to get it started. Like, you know what I mean? Rub down, whatever, rub down, get it all ready, and then we go into the bedroom, and that's when I just get nasty, like sloppy everywhere, all over.
So then you do taste the girl come then.
You let her kiss your butthole?
No, I do nothing. I do nothing anal, but I know Joe's been telling me I gotta try it.
Yeah.
He said the finger up the butt. That's the thing.
You gotta try the little finger up the booty.
Yeah.
So when
Even
you have like a sensitivity towards slobber, like when has a female ever like spit on it?
I spit on it. Actually, no, they have spit on it.
Yeah, we talked about this last episode. Okay, hold on.
No, it's all, and yes, we did. I said it's something more sexual. When it comes to food, I'm not turned on or want to fuck when you bite on a sandwich and then give it to me.
Or you see me eat.
What? Depends on the kind of sandwich, right? No, I'm just saying, like,
oh my God.
There's nothing sexual that I would like. Yeah, I'll go the extra mile, but I have done all the nasty stuff in bed.
Okay.
Except anal. Sorry.
And I want to bring it back up.
Nope, I got close to it.
Okay, I want to bring it back up because you said sometimes when they're not wet, you just spit in the hand and, or lube, right? To get it going.
Yeah.
And I said I've never done that only because.
And you found it nasty.
No, it's not that I find it nasty. I just never had to because it's always wet.
Oh my God. Look at this. See, that's those swinging shit.
Look at this big guy over here.
No, but my question is.
In the back alley before. That's why.
I haven't.
He's always been very gentlemanly. He makes them fall in love with him.
Oh, shit.
He takes them out to nice dinners.
And I never called him again.
You got a flying balloon.
You could catch him on Telemundo.
That's what balloons do? We got a flying balloon. All right, Keenan.
It matches your hat.
Well, not all of them have helium.
That's true. Thank you, Danny. Fuck out of here.
No, but my question was, has anyone else had to do the spit or the lube?
Does anybody else have trouble getting the girl wet?
Right.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know
that's not
about
the trouble.
getting them wet, but
I'm just saying the scenario. You could be in a position where
However,
you don't have.
I will say, after using some condoms, really make girls dry though. That's like a thing I've come to realize.
Well, a lot of them don't come.
Yeah, it's a big turn off when you have to put it on.
Oh my God, Danny.
I mean, it is.
This is true. Yeah. This is true.
No,
but
for
the women you go out with, they get disgusted.
But a homegirl put me onto this brand called Skin.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah. Shit is crazy.
Super thin, right?
Yeah,
the super thin ones.
How much experience does she have?
Enough.
Nice.
I mean, there's nothing wrong.
It's none of my business.
Hey, matter of fact, she put me on game, and I'm feeling good about it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. You know what? Who cares how many sexual partners a person has had?
As long as they're sexing you.
Exactly.
Right.
That's right.
Every freaking day.
So you're okay with knowing that or realizing or understanding that you don't know everything about sex. Some girl can come along and put you on game to something new.
Dude, I'm waiting for her to rock me, whoever it is.
I think,
please.
I think you want to be.
I'll wait in line.
New, yeah.
Because isn't that a stereotype amongst women towards men? Like, oh, guys always think that they know everything about sex, and that's not totally true. At least hearing it from you three.
Nah, definitely. Nah.
I've never run into that. No.
Oh, well, I mean, the different circles you talk. Well, you have to talk to women first, Philly. You can't just. So you can't just sweep them in the bed and then fuck them. So.
Oof.
I'll have you know, I actually have to know something about the person I'm with before I just have sex with them.
Like if she has a 10-year plan.
So
that's what I said. He winds them and dives them. makes him fall in love. Like,
Where
In
do you
fact-
see yourself in
in
3
fact-
years?
shit.
I think
You
like
do that?
I've actually missed out on a couple of opportunities for sex because I take the time to like talk to them. And they're probably sitting there going like, when is he going to shut the fuck up and just have
Fuck
sex?
me
Really?
already.
Do you think that,
Fuck
that's how
me.
you know? Well, not
I know for a
sure.
fact.
You know
There's
for a
one
fact.
person in particular for a
Yeah.
fact
Yeah.
that I know. I
You
met them
took
on.
too
I met them on Tinder,
Uh-huh.
whatever, and then
Well, because Tinder's meant for fucking, right?
right. But also they were like, hey, you need to tell me something about yourself because we don't know each other, and I just want to
Mhm.
get to know you. I was like, all right. So I took that to heart, and I did start talking to them.
Yeah.
And we were talking, getting to know each other, but then at the end I walked her back home. I probably was like, man, why are we leaving right now? And in my head I was like, fuck, I think she actually wanted me to like make a move, but it seems so chill. Whoa, what
But
happened?
you're
Disconnect
you're
that shit, please.
you're the guy who seems to know when and where to make the move. You talk about it all the time in
Can-
every episode.
I never said that I know every single
Oh.
move, and you can go
Okay.
ahead and
I'll
go through
back.
all
I'll
the
just-
episodes.
Okay.
What I will say is that
Yeah.
I do generally pay attention, and if she was dropping hints, I didn't see any.
I'm talking about all the books you've read and all the experience that you've had that you bring up.
I don't apply the little dating fucking. You have to be kind of a dick so she'll
not
like
those,
you and
not
all
those.
that.
The signal ones, the
If she
ones where
touches
like
your hair,
that ones. If the signals to
Well,
pick
yeah,
up where to.
I could have
Yeah.
like tried touching her, but I don't do that shit anymore. Just because I know it doesn't mean I do it. I don't care for that. Honestly, I look at a person exactly for who they are, and if there's she wasn't giving me any kind of eyes where I could see some, like she didn't invite me to come hang. Like there's like
So you knew that there were some
Signals.
signals.
yeah, there was no signals.
Okay.
There was no signals. But she was cool. We
But-
chilled. She showed me some dope ass playlists. I let her borrow a book. You know what I mean? Like she's like
Did
a
you get the
good
book back?
person.
Ah,
No,
yeah,
I'm working on
oh.
it. I'm working on it.
I told you that's when that stripper
don't
took
let her
my
borrow
beer.
a book trick, eh?
That dancer took my beer, my
Oh
fucking
yeah,
cooler.
that's
So
right.
you ain't getting that book back, Billy.
Nah, I'm getting it back, bro.
I kind of need that one back.
That's actually exactly what I told her.
It's his girls, and she
yeah.
let me borrow it.
Nah.
I know you have this book, but I just bought Think and Grow Rich.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it was on sale for like $6.
Read it when I was like 15. It's
Yeah.
a good book,
No.
man.
It's those little
Wow,
the
okay.
snarks, Philip.
You're welcome.
Those little comments.
I
there.
remember my first beer.
I read that one when I was 15. How old are you?
Yup.
Just be happy I bought
Yeah,
it.
I'm like Dr.
You bought
Robotnik
it?
and Sonic.
They
dude.
gave it to me.
It was
You met the
given.
author, huh?
It was handed to me by the heavens.
Anyway, Corona.
Wow, what a transition!
Where they at?
Yeah.
Dude.
Let's open up these beers.
Why did they call it Corona of all fucking things?
Well,
Like,
was it
did anybody Google that
My
yet?
Was that a
understanding is that
technical
when you look through it through a telescope, it looks like it's a crown.
For real?
Really?
Yeah, it's-
Oh.
I thought it was like a long like biology word.
No,
and
that was
shortened
my
down-
dick.
Oh my god.
Holla.
What's that word then, Phil?
Oh, something
Penis.
Super
Oh my God.
Penis. Maximus.
Penis Maximus.
Gladius.
Delitus.
Gladius. Gladius.
Delightus Tyrannosaurus.
Syphilis.
Whoa, not me, buddy.
Wait a minute.
We
No.
add on words whatever you can add it onto your dick.
Not
So.
me, buddy. You're alone with that one.
Herpetitis.
The good news is it's treatable.
Not a.
Just
what
go
is
to your
that?
local pharmacy.
Not every strain.
Mary Street.
Not
Only
every
deadly
shit.
to those over 40.
Mm.
Dude, there was a video somebody posted where they were like, if you put in the Google translator in Hebrew, COVID, into the Google translator, when it comes back in English, if you flip it around, it says Kobe. And they're like, you got some explaining to do, America. It's like this whole
Oh,
conspiracy.
what?
But in my head, I'm thinking, no, you don't realize how that works. The Google translator will turn it around and give you the closest word in English that
Representation?
phonetically matches the actual thing. And it just so happens to be Kobe.
Oh,
COVID.
okay.
But it has nothing to do with the death of Kobe and the
course not.
Illuminati. and all
Whoever
this
thinks
other-
that is, what's the new political term?
Oh, right,
Yeah.
idiot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Is not.
Yeah.
But it is funny though, right? Right after
Oh, they
Kobe
closed the
passed.
NBA. Yeah.
after Kobe passed, the world's gone to shit.
The
Kobe
blue-
was holding it together. Huh?
Black
the
Mamba.
Mamba.
Hey.
Mama mentality for her.
Dude.
Although, I mean, yeah, I've noticed that Kobe was super popular, but I don't think a lot of people were talking about him
beforehand.
as intensely as dedicated fan. Like, here's where I'm going with this: is that when I see people selling Kobe stuff,
yeah,
I'm like, in my mind, I don't remember you selling Kobe stuff prior. Like I feel
the way
you're-
Michael Jordan stuff was selling.
Yeah, I feel like you're trying to capitalize on this
Of
dude's
course. Have you
death.
seen the sales of toilet paper right now?
Oh my god. Oh well, yeah. I mean, I can understand the
Money
capitalization.
grab. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm leading to.
It was a lot easier for me to connect the capitalization of corporations towards bad tragedies, but for individual people who feel like they really support it and they're out there with their Kobe jerseys and Kobe art, selling it instead of selling it before,
sure,
a week before, a month before.
It didn't seem as great before as after he died. Well, everybody's worth more. Kobe was great. There's no question about it.
I mean, yeah.
And yeah, everybody's more famous when you're dead because you're no longer competition to anyone. Whether that's Michael, whether that's Mac Miller, whoever, all of a sudden, all your colleagues and contemporaries are going to want to celebrate you.
Right.
Because now they have nothing to fear about making you more popular than they are.
Like
if anything, it makes you look good.
Yeah, it makes you look better.
Like Tupac and Biggie, you know?
Yeah.
They weren't on everybody's track until they died.
Somebody actually got their ass handed to them because I think it was in Tennessee or something. Somebody bought all of the hand sanitizer and toilet paper that they could, like in the city.
Oh, that's so stupid.
And so what ended up happening was they tried to sell them on Amazon, and Amazon
for more money
closed their for like hundreds of dollars and shit. And Amazon closed their channel.
Yeah.
And now the city's trying to like file like a warrant to like be able to confiscate all the shit.
Right. Well, isn't that capitalism, Joe? Isn't that the definition of our country to be able to do something like that?
You should be able to do it. Hey man, there's nothing saying that the guy couldn't do what he did. It's capitalism.
Right.
Fuck it.
Right.
We live in that society. I mean, the good, but you can get called out on your bullshit.
Okay. Yeah.
It's kind of bullshit. Like it's capitalism, but it's also like clearly opportunism.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like in a way that isn't moral. I'm not saying that money has to have manners, but damn, bro, like.
But if we're gonna call him out, let's call out everybody because
he's not the only one.
Yeah, he's not the only one. Sure.
DWP, I'm coming for you.
Oh yeah. Any of those big corporations have been doing it for decades. It's just we now see this guy because we have the easy access of information.
Also, some of them are part of the infrastructure now. So it's like that's what capitalism is built on.
What do you mean infrastructure?
Monopolies,
like say for like DWP.
Yeah,
right.
Like the Department of Water and Power or Edison. You know, it's not a monopoly because there are multiple of them, but some of them do have large chunks of it.
It's all under the same umbrella. There's holding companies that have multiple owners. Like
there's only like 6 major companies that own everything, right? Or is it 8?
Yeah, and those are called holding companies. And most people, like if you look it up, it's something that most people should know. They're umbrella corps, sure, but it's actually holding companies. And it's a bunch of people who come together to take part ownership of something. And yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
And in fact, this whole thing really mirrors
Greyhound.
Greyhound? What do you mean?
Don't do Greyhound. It's Megabus. From now on, take Megabus.
Yes, take Megabus.
That shit was cheap. The seats were comfortable.
Oh, because you went to San Francisco. Yeah, that's right. Did you get laid out there, man? Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Yes.
He'll know it's a lie.
We weren't there. We weren't there. You can say whatever you want.
No. This is a perfect way to see Keenan's integrity. He's not going to lie about it. In fact, he would
have attempted, but you just
my integrity was on high. I didn't purposely go out there to try.
You were just hanging out. Yeah.
Nor did if I run anybody, I purposely tried to like hook up with them. You know, I was there for my friends. I was trying to have fun.
Oh yeah, how did the tour go? We had him on the podcast before. Raised on TV. Right?
Oh no! That's gonna be 2 weeks from now.
Those are two different things.
Depending on.
I thought you guys were out there.
No. This was something.
So you just went to hang out with your buddy Andrew.
Pretty much just on personal level. Andrew and a few other people that I know in the Bay Area that I tried to hook up with because.
Like, what do you mean, like an orgy?
I mean, hey, if they're down.
We talked about this before, right? I don't know if I have the guts to be a part of an orgy. Like a full on, like 5-6 people.
But I can't do it with friends. I can do it with strangers.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I should try and put Philip in some of them. Man.
Oh, really? Never. Do tell. People want to know about Philip's past.
Oh, damn. If anybody, Joe and Danny know, like between the two of them, they know all my dirty little secrets.
Escapades.
Sexcapades.
So you went up there and tell us a little bit about your trip.
It wasn't. Yes, I was a little bit paranoid being on this bus. That's kind of like little bit higher version of Greyhound.
Did you listen to the podcast while you were on the bus, Keenan?
Just 30 minutes.
I slept. Oh, fuck.
Just 30 minutes. Fuck you.
No, I slept away. The best way to take the bus is because it's a long trip. This is Vegas maybe during the day, but this was San Francisco. So 7 hours, 8 hours. And you want to sleep most of that way. So I got 12:30 a.m. bus ticket.
Oh, you got it late overnight.
Overnight. It's sleep till the morning. And when you wake up, you're in the city, which is kind of cool. And something was the whole, I won't spend the whole podcast on it, but the experience up there, something about that city, because I told on a previous podcast how I felt when I went to Vegas and came back here. I had a weird feeling. But San Francisco and Oakland and the whole Bay Area, it was like peaceful. I was like at peace. It was calm. The weather was great. I loved every minute of it. It was good to be back home, huh? It was wild. I met my old shop teacher that I've known since 2003. And he was still there working there. The school campus, SF State.
In no way is that depressing.
all the teachers were very upset, and especially for the theater department, because theater department you can't really teach online. You have to build the sets.
Oh, you went to school to talk to everybody?
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, I went back. I mean,
they were like, Keenan, what the fuck are you doing here?
Well, kid you not, this is what made me kind of tear up and the whole moment worth it. He did not know I was coming. He was kind of a father figure to me while my dad was, out in Arizona, and he talks and looks like Danny Chong, and he could totally be his like twin brother. And when he saw me, his eyes lit up, and he was like, I almost had a heart attack because I haven't seen you in forever, and this is a great sight to see. So we chatted up and talked, and he showed me around the scene shop. I took pictures. It turns out I am imprinted in that department for life until they burn the building down. And you'll love this show. I took a chop saw, the sliding chop saw, 14-inch sliding chop saw. And so
about the size of my dick. Okay, go on.
The cord was
the
wrapped.
inferiors wouldn't know what that is.
No. The cord was wrapped around the center part. So when I pulled in and chopped the wood, it cut the cord. And it cut off. And this was my second year at working there.
Yeah.
And I was so fucking embarrassed. But Greg being Greg, that's his name, Greg Dunham. He was so cool and nonchalant. And he said, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take your cord. You're going to nail it to the wall. And you're going to write your name and the date on it. I signed it. 4/08/2004.
Okay.
Wow.
With my name on it.
Damn.
Yeah. And it's been there ever since.
It's an example of what not to do.
Exactly. By black man. Yeah, I know it sucks. But
wait, what does that have to do with you being black, man?
I just threw that in there because I'm racist. But it was great. It was great to see that. Like, I am a part of this
history
of this campus and that department. That's thanks to Joe. I became a theater head of building sets. And the first thing I did, orientation at the college campus. My parents went off and did whatever. I literally went straight to the theater department on the very first day.
You're like, give me your screwdriver, saw, and everything.
I did that. I said, hey, I spoke to the scene shop supervisor. Like, hey, what can I do? I'm here for just orientation. Is there anything I can build? Sure enough. He did mess with one of the students, though, by the way. It wasn't me.
I never heard this story. Continue.
Yeah. So as you walk in, there's these big King Kong 2-story metal doors they have to open to go into the scene shop because they do big sets.
Like the Jurassic Park doors, you mean?
Exactly. Yeah. I took photos. I'll show it to you afterwards. But it was amazing to see that it never changed. I thought it'd be like super clean and like it was all neat and tidy or whatever. Nope. It was almost it was left just the way I left it. Mess everywhere.
They were like, Keenan, great, you're here. Why don't you go ahead and clean up?
Keenan, where the fuck have you been? We've been waiting 15 years. This motherfucking spot up.
That's probably why he was tearing up.
You guys did this for me?
But I just took pictures and walked out.
You're like, well, yeah, this still looks like a shithole. All right, I'm out of here.
But it felt so comfortable being around that messy shithole. I love it. It's my messy shithole. Nice. I liked it. And I met some of the other teachers that were there. They redid the whole thing, which is crazy. SF State got some mad money at some point, and then they just rebuilt a whole bunch of shit. And SF, were you in downtown in SF when you did it?
I've been downtown many times.
So there's a part called Cells. There's a place called Salesforce Park. Does that sound familiar?
Yes.
When I want to say, or when you want to see an example of money, like legit money. When you
Just
know,
look at Phil. Yeah.
Holla. Get rich and die trying.
but San Francisco, obviously, SiliconValley.com, money, millions, trillions, whatever.
Sunnyvale.
This is crazy. It's 4 stories up. It's a whole park, like looks like a miniature version of Central Park.
Yeah.
And it's 4 stories up, spanning over like 4 or 5 blocks. It's for their central bus station depot. And you can take a fucking not gondola. What's the thing? Ski lift. You can take a ski lift up there if you wanted to, which is really stupid because you can't go down. You can only go up. It doesn't make sense. But it's a garden. It's a huge garden. They have an amphitheater. They have places for you to snack and eat. All these like huge, like,
so it's a place to go visit. You recommend people
it was
to visit?
crazy. I highly recommend. It's very calming, very
Is
relaxing.
it overrun by bums?
Not surprised. I mean, there was one. Obviously, you can't
avoid it. Yeah.
But there was one there. I was like, oh, okay. But it felt like
So
crazy
this
mad
isn't
money.
a sanctuary.
I
So
know, right?
is this like your way of saying that
It
this
felt
is your
cool, but it was
last
weird.
episode with us, and then you're gonna move back there?
Well, it's okay, Keenan, because we just
This
wanted
guy
to have
fronts-
this.
Because we got Danny replacing you now.
Now back to road trips.
Oh shit!
I recently took the Greyhound from New Jersey
So you
all the way
did?
to California.
Ooh, that must have been rough.
Can I curse?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
We've been cursing
Damn.
and
The
talking
whole
about
time.
dicks and
and
pussy, and you want to ask if you could cuss?
Yeah, because rules are different when it comes to me.
Oh, okay.
So it was whack.
It was super whack.
Well, that's a 4-day trip.
It was about a 4-day trip. Now, the reason I mentioned this is because they say the world is overpopulated, and I don't see where.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah.
Oh, it was like
Yeah.
empty as shit.
The country is empty.
Yeah.
Like, I'd say
Yeah.
80% empty.
Yeah.
America.
Right.
Did you have any pit stops where like people looked at you like because you're brown? So did you run into any of that shit?
that I went to looked like Skid Row.
No
So,
shit.
Yeah.
Even in the Midwest.
Skid. Oh yeah, Greyhound only has stops at Skid Row. Basically.
Damn.
Really?
Really?
That's how we keep the prices so low.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, did you go to like these places called Flying J and shit like that? Because when I was because
Yeah, there are a
my
lot of
grandpa's
Flying J's across
my
the
grandpa's a truck
country.
driver,
Mm.
so I
Oh yeah, I stopped at a lot of truck stops. Yeah, and it's crazy how much they rip you off there too. Because
really? Yeah.
everything is like California prices in those places, but
Because they know you're just there to
nobody's
like
making
stop.
California wages.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
California isn't even
I
making
know.
California wages.
That's right now, especially. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have any like interesting experiences though across the board?
anything-
Anything that
anything
stood
good?
out?
Yeah, when I got back over here, I thought I had diabetes because I ate so much salt that my
No shit.
yeah.
It got numb. Your dick.
What?
I think he's rubbing his dick.
No, his
saying-
legs.
Oh, that's his leg. My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I got-
Oh,
yeah,
that's
I
his
know.
leg.
It's very important
That's
not to
okay.
eat a lot of salt because I barely recently had a close call.
Really?
Yeah.
In the hospital?
No.
Oh.
Just like you felt your legs numb and you were like, oh
No,
shit.
like they were actually like
Swollen.
Swollen.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you were doing a lot of sitting down,
yeah.
the sodium.
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
I didn't know that
When
was
was
a real
the
thing.
when was the last time you actually had like a good sweat from a workout? Like
From a workout.
yeah.
Sex is included. You can work out sex.
well, I was about
Well,
2004.
I
Yeah.
just say that I don't work out, not even my relationship.
Oh, shit.
You don't have to go there if you don't want to.
Don't-
It feels like so.
Damn, dude. You
Yeah.
know what's funny is I always feel 100% whenever I'm stressed out. A good workout fucking really helps me so much with my self-esteem, my mental clarity.
Hmm.
And like it sucks when you're doing it. Sometimes I'm like, fuck, hating it, but I know I need to do just a little bit more. And then I get to hit a punching bag, get the stress out. And then shortly after that, suddenly I start getting great ideas again. I feel good about life. It's fucking the cure, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I got to make the effort.
There's a
Sure.
scientific study that shows there are these underwater creatures that have a larger brain and they use it for movement. And then once they arrive to something that they can attach themselves to, it starts to eat its own brain and shrink it down to a smaller size because it no longer needs to create movement. And the science is showing that humans also correlate in the same way where we have large brains for movement. And when we do exercise, the frontal lobe and the hippocampus, it actually expands for learning because there's important things happening. So when we're lethargic, lazy, and just chilling, our brain begins to believe nothing important is happening, and so it starts to shrink, and we don't have trouble learning, remembering things, all of those things. And so it's called BDNF, brain derived neurotrophic factor. It's something we should all know about.
Now, is there any supplement or anything that you can do? Like, say, for instance, just an example, worst case scenario, you couldn't really exercise. Is there anything someone can take that actually helps with the expansion
Are
of
you
the
trying
brain?
to find the short?
In other words, can you cheat? Can you cheat? Can you
I'm not
cheat?
looking for the limitless pill, man. I'm just saying, like, what
it's-
if you're a paraplegic or something? You can't really.
There's ways to do it, man.
How does Stephen
Lift
Hawking
weights.
do it?
Man, that's why I'm like right in the middle right there because I don't exercise, but I'm active enough to where my brain isn't really trying to shrink. Or
It's the
it
finger
shrinks,
movement.
It just doesn't go all the way.
His
I
brain
feel
expands
good
for
about my
fucking
life.
Dragon
You
Ball.
lazy pieces of shit.
Philip is a specimen, though. He is a specimen.
That's why he's so good at Dragon Ball. His brain expands for that.
No. So think about it. If you're already dope and you don't exercise, you can be so much greater.
See, Joe? See how much greatness you
I don't
beholded?
know. I'm pretty dope. It's because I'm trying to, I'm not trying to surpass all of it.
Oh, what the?
'Cause if I did, I'd just be up there.
How do you beat that which has no life?
Oh, my God.
It's lonely at the top.
Oh.
It is, bud.
No,
I
it's
didn't know what
just
the top looked
fun
like.
facts. I mean, if you guys are ever into it for working out, just hit me up, especially during these
Are
times.
you offering your services?
Yeah, I'm down to show you. I mean,
Dude.
Joe's worked out with me before, fairly recently. I want to say a couple months back.
Nice.
You know what I want to do?
Bro, that was like a year and a half ago.
Oh shit!
Oh, yeah. And I tried. So, you know what?
Hey, I worked
will-
out with you
I will-
too, Kenan,
yes, yes,
and you
and
know I get results.
And I really
man.
want to do the Wang Chung because
Oh,
I
Wing
was so
Chun,
excited
yeah.
to do that, and we did a little bit.
I want some of that Wang Chun. Teach me
some of that Wayne
Wang
Chun you Italians know so much about.
Italians know all about. Hit me with that.
You know how many people have actually told me that they wanted to learn and then it just never happens.
Never follow up.
Follow up is. I mean, I have my.
How do
own-
you feel about people that don't follow up?
I mean,
Does it really butthurt you?
no, it doesn't butthurt me, but I also have that same
It
problem.
just regular hurts.
in certain aspects of my life, I have the same problem. But I'm realizing that, like, for me, I'm activated by people. So Peter Drucker wrote a book called Managing Oneself, and it talks about knowing how it is you learn and how you perform. Right. The story they gave was, I think it was like Eisenhower or some president had a cabinet that he had set up, and they would always read the speeches to him. And then he'd be like, okay, he'd listen to them, and then he'd come out and he'd be prepared. One day they changed his cabinet, and now he had to, they just gave him the memos and he had to sit there and read them, and he started reading them himself. And then he'd go out and give speeches and they'd be terrible. And Peter Drucker, came in to be a consultant. They found out that essentially what that is that you have to know how you learn and how you perform. And one of the things I've noticed is I'm a different person around people than I am when I'm by myself. When I'm by myself, I'm able to learn. I'm unable to learn when I'm around people, but I'm also a better performer when I'm around people than I am when I'm by myself.
So you're saying that people have nothing to teach you?
Sounds like that's what you're saying, Philly. So, I mean, just you better sack up and own to it. Tell the
Because
world.
I've taught him everything I know.
Oh.
So
like
I
he's a
mean, he's
machine.
learned everything.
Yeah.
I learned so much. I took it from you and never left it with anything. Huh?
God damn.
Oh, God. The student has become the master.
You're
a long
fucking
time ago.
right.
A long time ago.
Nah, but I mastered other things.
Master debated.
Master
How can you
debated.
not go that route? It's
No one
like,
can take that from me. No one.
no.
Especially when you get the thumb action in,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I've been training for this my whole life.
I never used the thumb on my tip. Yeah, I don't think I ever really needed
That's
it.
going to be the name of the episode.
I never used the thumb on my thumb on my tip.
It's for the whole.
Yeah. Oh wait, you put.
He was like,
What?
Joe's making nasty ass sound effects.
Wait, is that
Those
literally?
aren't sound effects.
Do you think some people are so freaked out by the Joe? You sick fuck.
That is not a sound effect.
the way it sounds?
Oh. Hey,
Fucking
how to have fun when the power's out.
You think some people are so freaked out by this whole corona thing that they also stop just masturbating and shit?
No,
no,
that
absolutely
increased
not.
That's the only thing
masturbation.
you can do.
Dude, if I want to invest in stock, it's masturbation.
I bet you if Pornhub unleashed
I
their
know.
their numbers
Their masturbation series.
starting Monday, March 16th, those numbers are gonna be booming.
Good thing they have
Invest
downloadable
now.
content.
Straight
Invest
up.
now.
I
do the free
I
stuff.
recently watched porn. I don't really watch porn, but I recently watched it.
Wait, why?
I just
Because you have reasons why you don't, but I'm like, okay,
no.
so
it's-
what made Philly watch
I
it?
prefer to hopefully
Yeah.
have actual sex, but
Oh my
on
God.
occasion,
Yeah.
Okay.
and and I went to X videos, and
That's what I told
yeah,
you.
Yeah. X
So you
videos
learned-
is
got it from
okay.
me.
Yeah. X videos is okay.
Dude, their library selection is unbelievable.
I've recently gotten into the Reddit community for
Hey.
gone to Reddit for a little more a little bit more of a switch up.
So you read the sex?
No, what?
That's what Reddit's all about.
What Reddit
No, it
community have you joined, Joe?
I'd rather not say because
Okay.
I don't want other people to go enjoy what I'm enjoying.
It's
weird.
like a hentai thing or what?
No, not at all.
pictures. But you've seen X videos, right, Joe? I think
Of
so
course.
far that's like my best one to actually fine tune your search.
Do you still use
I
any
think
of the
so.
porn you used to have on your old drive, Keenan? Remember you had
You know,
Boner
it's-
Jams 3 and
It's
shit.
still there, but
Well,
it's like dusty.
what was it, Joe? He had an actual folder that
Oh, I'm
said
not gonna
like.
tell you that.
There's a hard drive.
Oh my god!
But it had a folder on
Wait,
it.
can we have a
What-
disclaimer for the
it's-
listeners who are listening, who when I meet them in person don't like
By the
be
way,
afraid of me?
if you're driving, now is the perfect time
pull
to roll up the
over.
window and just.
Yeah,
Pull over because you're gonna laugh uncontrollably.
don't tell them about me.
All
Just
right,
say
so
you heard a
Keenan-
guy.
Keenan has a hard drive. I think it's 2 terabyte. 2 terabyte hard drive,
Full.
and it's full to the brim.
You know, people have their pastimes. All right.
Oh, this motherfucker has a pass time.
He has the before.
He has
past.
it categorized.
Guys,
He has
this
it
is how I'm not gonna
categorized
get
by-
a woman.
You're right.
Yeah, you're
Hashtag.
right, you're
But
right.
no, you know what? It's not. No, but I. That's who I am on this episode. It's full me, unfiltered. So I will be the one to say.
Okay.
It.
Go ahead.
Okay.
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 It's the name of the folder, and there's like up to 98 is Nutbuster.
Who are you gonna call?
So it's a good memory.
Walk
Like,
me,
oh,
walk
okay.
me through the process. You plug in the drive and you're like, you know what? I'm feeling like Nutbuster today.
He closes the door but leaves it a little cracked. What's me?
With a little
Lights
beam
a
of light.
candle,
I actually wait.
puts on aftershave.
Oh shit! Make sure my balls are shaved.
With the new
With
product,
that-
Manscaped.
With the new product, Lawnmower 3.0 by manscaped.com/noob. 20% off.
Get the shed.
Your balls will thank you.
Hey.
We're good at this.
But yeah, so you know, when you have a lot, you kind of have to organize it so you don't get lost in the Pandora's box of porn.
At what point did you realize I need to organize the porn?
When I knew I
You
never-
couldn't find a video and you were like, fuck this. I'm organizing it.
No, it's when I knew I had too much. If you have a folder where it's like a long list of shit, then it becomes hard to open, and then your computer
Yes.
slows down because it's trying to
Damn.
memorize all that memory because they're
Yeah.
in like gigs,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
megabytes. These are large files, so they're not
These
like
are
your-
full videos. I mean, I thought we're talking 45 minutes deep raw.
Do you
4K.
actually watch
4K.
45 minutes of it, dude?
No.
I always just fast forward to the part where they're fucking
Well,
the girls on
Here's
top.
where I
and can-
haven't gotten to, and this is where I think make sure I'm under the bar of pervertedism. Is I know how to video it. edit.
Under the bar when you already have a folder categorized.
Kid is like,
Yes.
look.
How much more
There's
under the
level-
bar
There
do you
are
get?
levels above
Kid,
me.
kid is like, it's like Felipe Esparza, the community is like, yo, bro, is he fatter than me? No. Then fuck that fat piece of shit. Kid,
There's no hate in the porn community.
Okay, so go ahead.
yeah, because I know how to video edit, so I could probably go through and edit the videos in my
Boner
folders
Jams 3,
and just pick out all the good bits and put it that way.
So how
Titty
did you come about
compilations.
organizing your shit? That-
So you're the
I
guy
could do it.
who makes those titty compilations. I love those where it's just
Oh.
different shirts and tits just dropping.
I'm glad you like my work. Thank you so much.
he did the Bukkake one, Bukkake Classic 7,
Latinas.
Oh yeah, I have lots
Tiny
of those
Latinas
Latinas.
8.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I was
But you got to decipher.
there was a girl I was hanging out with and she was having trouble finding something on her browser. She has an iPhone. It was a Safari browser. And I was like, oh, but in order to be able to Google yourself and actually see the right results, you have to go through a private window so it doesn't give you a preferred treatment based on the cookies you have.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, okay. So I put the private browser. I was like, let me show you. And it opens up. She's like, is that all I had to do to get the private browser? She's like, should I have been viewing my porn with a private browser? I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
probably.
Well,
What kind of porn you been watching?
We had a guest that said that doesn't really make you immune to like
Yeah, it
being
doesn't make
notified.
you anonymous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your stuff is still organized somewhere. So if somebody wanted to find out what you've been seeing through
Sure.
Google Private,
Sure.
they still can.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I just thought it was cool that she was so open about the fact that she watches porn
porn.
because I
Did
think
she
it's
show you any of her porn?
no,
No.
but I think it's great that like
That you
Yeah.
know she
'Cause-
watches it.
yeah, because I'm learning. I mean, I don't a lot at all, but every now and then I'm like, shit. Well, let's throw the porn on real quick, get this done.
Get this over with.
Let me get this over with.
It's
you
a
know?
task for him.
What?
It's an adventure for me.
Is it not already
For Phil,
ready,
it's a
Philly?
task.
Ready to go?
You
for
know
when
what's
do
funny
it?
is it really is a task, dude. I'm just like, fuck.
He's
All
like,
right,
well, fuck, I'm horny. All right.
Yeah.
let me
Well,
just-
see, once you got Boner
He
Jam
Russell shit
7,
around.
because if I don't do that, I start thinking about people that I should talk to who I shouldn't talk to anymore.
No.
Joe,
He's sorting through his porn magazine collection.
magazines.
magazine
Oh my
collections.
God.
How old are you, bro? Hustler.
I actually not witnessed, but I was able to see a Playboy from 1979.
Did it have the
1979.
bush and everything?
Well, it was crazy. About
70s
10,
bush.
12. Okay, I'll be generous. 25 pages of 30 pages did have nudity in it, but the other 250 pages were fucking advertisements and articles.
That's all it is.
In fact,
All
the
it is.
articles were the things that most people got. The
That's what
Playboy
they said,
magazines
but they
for,
all
yeah.
saw the tits and ass and was like, oh, this is just disgusting shit.
Nowadays they're called banners.
And I think like
Yeah.
six,
Yeah.
7 years, 6 years ago, or maybe less, Playboy announced that they weren't going to be doing nudity anymore.
That's right,
In their
that's right.
magazines.
Yep.
So now it's
Would-
literally just all articles and maybe some scantily dressed women.
Mhm.
Yeah, which is whatever.
I'm not mad at that. It's,
Yeah.
it's practically what is it? FHM?
FHM.
Yeah, or
Yeah, I remember.
I don't know
you
the
remember
agree-
FHM
Yeah.
I don't-
magazine?
It was a For Him
Kinda.
magazine.
Yeah, for him magazine.
Oh, okay,
FHM.
okay, yeah, that's right.
And there was
that's
the
right.
other one. Was the?
I
what
mean,
was the
dude,
other
if
one
there
called?
was ever a way to start a revolution, it would be by writing dope ass articles about the truth in a Playboy magazine. That's
Why
called-
revolution? You mean like in the past?
What was the name of the other
Yeah.
men's magazine? It's FHM, and then there was
I don't remember.
shit.
I
What
want
was
to
it
say I know what
called?
you're talking about, but I can't.
Were these
think.
magazines in that section that was covered by
no,
18 and
no,
over
it
wasn't.
only?
No.
No,
There
it was
a
like
guy-
Maxim.
Maxim.
See?
magazine.
Yeah.
GQ, Esquire, yeah.
GQ is a little different, but
Damn.
Maxim, yeah.
It's crazy. Like we don't see those magazines
No.
anymore. Like
No.
now,
Unless
all
you're a
our
Fry's
articles
Electronics.
and shit are.
Well, I mean,
on
they
your
were
phone.
killing trees and shit. You know, they don't need to.
Do you
Man.
know how many trees the fucking coronavirus has killed?
Oh my god, how many trees?
Just check out the toilet paper sales and all that shit.
Oh, that's technically true, but they would be making toilet paper regardless.
I
Not
just
that
think,
much.
I just think it's
I mean,
sad
the
that
faster return. you
like
get.
we haven't found better ways yet other than paper, like to
wipe
clean-
our ass?
Yeah,
Who
to
was
wipe
the
our
first one to
ass.
say-
Time Cop. The shells,
The
right?
shells.
Demolition Man or
That's
Time
Demolition
Cop?
Man.
Demolition Man,
See,
Demolition
greetings and
Man.
salutations. Fuck you guys.
Y'all gotta get with the bidet boys though.
Oh, the
Yeah,
potato.
the
Don't
bidet.
fuck with the bidet
All
boys.
day, all
All
day.
day with the bidet.
I'm just afraid I'm gonna like it.
You're
You
gonna
know,
love
like
it.
You're gonna love
See?
it.
And then it
I
transitions
guarantee
you
you.
into a thumb. You can start getting that work going.
no.
Didn't
No.
Fernando say something about that? Putting a thumb in your own ass with a tennis ball in between your balls?
Damn.
Oh, he
Fernando.
did. He did talk
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Way back in the day.
What's up,
yeah,
Fernando?
When we first started,
What's
yeah.
up, Fern? Damn,
Yeah,
we've been
man.
doing this show a long time.
Yeah,
guys.
congratulations.
And
guys.
in no way is that depressing.
We're
Yeah.
67 episodes in.
I know. Dude, we should do something for our 100th episode. It's getting
Of
up
course
there.
we have to do something for our
Ooh, what should we do?
yeah, I think we should just
Fuck.
let Keenan
Sounds
go on the
sexy.
100th episode.
Nice.
I'll be butt ass naked. No, I'm not gonna say anything because I'm gonna probably you're gonna make me do it.
Hey, so I know we had announced about the live show,
It's debatable with what's
but
going
now
on.
with everything happening
Yeah.
with coronavirus,
That's
it
true.
might not pop.
I actually read that this might run for
A couple of
like
months.
7 months
That's what I'm
tops.
concerned about.
Well,
you,
the
man.
CDC just announced that they're asking bars and live events, nothing gathering over 50 people for at least 8 weeks.
Yeah.
That's 2 months.
And I know way too many people that have their classes canceled, jobs. My brother who works for DreamWorks was told on Wednesday or something like that, just go home.
I feel like 7 months is like the most I have as far as
Fuck.
runway, man. You know what
Really?
I mean? Like, yeah, like if I had to,
Yeah.
7 months would be the most I can do. But I'm gonna do my well. I mean, if I'm not earning anything.
Right. I mean, I've been unemployed for 4 months now, so
But the good news is they
no way is that depressing.
the good news is that the
But you're still
the
collecting-
EDD
yes,
opened up like
Yeah, yeah.
due
Yeah,
to those
so
things.
you're
oh,
So
they
going-
did.
I'm
Congratulations,
likely,
man.
yeah.
You
Nice.
should do it sooner rather than later.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it can be
Because
done
there's
all
no
online.
wait time.
Yes.
The governor announced that, hey, if you've been laid off or if any
Just
of
do
this,
it now.
there's
Yeah.
no
I'm
wait
actually
time, so
opening
you
up a
guys
web
can-
page where you can learn how to survive unemployed.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm not.
A website. Oh, you
Fucking
do a
piece of
video.
shit.
You do a video like here I am today. You know.
Danny's like, I'm unemployed for let's see here.
And in no way is that
That's
depressing.
It's a little
maybe you can
depressing.
get maybe you can
It's
give out a
bit.
little tech tip for being under the.
As soon as everybody, go ahead.
Have
Oh,
good
wait,
family. Have good family, guys. I
Oh, yeah?
suggest anybody that doesn't have good family start making.
No,
good friend.
don't.
You know,
Oh
start,
shit.
They'll take advantage. Of
start
you.
telling them that you love them.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, what about like physically? Like, say for instance, you can't afford toilet paper. Like, what's another thing you can do? I mean, were there times where it was like that low, where you know
No.
how to survive off of a
Oh,
toothpick
great
and
man
some
once
cheese?
told me if you can't afford to wipe your ass, then I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was the saying.
Yeah. You gotta.
That is
wipe
a
your
saying,
ass.
though.
If you,
If
That
you
is
can't
a
afford
saying.
toilet paper,
yeah.
you don't deserve to wipe your ass.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay,
It's true.
Damn.
that's a good one.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Well,
Oh,
I'm glad
and
I can afford a bidet because that means I'm good. So good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always the shower. Like, if
Yeah,
like
can you
worst
wash
case
your ass in the
scenario,
shower?
Sure.
Of course.
If you have diarrhea, though, damn.
Ugh.
Do not
All these
drink
people
New Jersey
taking all
water.
that vitamin C, take it easy because synthetic vitamin C will force you to get diarrhea.
Really?
So be
Well,
careful.
and you flush it out anyway through your pee, and so it doesn't do anything right to your body.
Yeah, but most people aren't used to like people are like ODing on vitamin C, and it's
I know,
not.
that's
And
so
vitamin
trippy.
C isn't the only thing that boosts your immunity.
It's a lot of other stuff
Exercise does that too. In
Yeah.
fact, exercise activates both your lymphatic node system and your immune system.
too. I just
Right?
Joe's falling asleep here.
yeah.
What?
Useless
Oh,
piece
wait,
of
wait,
shit.
Joe, you're back. You're back. You're
What
here.
year is it?
It's 2020.
What?
Is the
And Trump is
coronavirus still
president.
here?
Dude, I was watching the movie Blow last
Mhm.
night, and it turns out that dude George Young was released in 2015.
Yeah,
So like
He did
he's
an
like,
interview when he came out.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you follow that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I watched it. Sadly, it's with the guy that I was telling you about, with Vlad TV. He did an interview with him as soon as it came out. He also
Fuck
did an
Vlad.
interview. I know. What I mean.
Wait, what
well,
happened with Vlad TV?
Nothing. I mean, it's a. Yeah.
Why
what?
did-
You
why-
didn't
why-
like it?
Go ahead.
Why
Oh,
fuck Vlad?
Go ahead.
I was just saying that, like, Vlad would also interview Freeway Rick, you know, and
I don't know
stuff
who
like
that
that.
is. Who's that?
He was
Is
one
that
of
the
the
dude that's always asking me for money at the end of the freeway?
No, he was very popular
Probably.
around that era, selling drugs in
Ah.
New York and
New York.
and then he did a lot of,
Brooklyn.
he also did a lot of stuff in Los Angeles too.
Yeah.
And he was with I'm not sure if it was the Bloods or Crips, but he was around in that
whoa,
era
whoa, buddy.
when it was just starting up and supplying, a lot of bad stuff.
Ah.
Freeway
Try again.
Ricky Ross. Freeway Rick Ross.
Yeah,
Freeway
wasn't
Rick?
he like a
Ricky
rapper
Rose.
that was a cop?
Well, the rapper apparently took the name,
name,
of
yeah.
the
Oh,
real
okay.
Freeway Rick
Okay.
and then used it for his own
Oh,
thing.
freeway?
Rick Ross.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rick. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
So,
he's using Rick. The actual
That's the sound I
Rick
make
Ross.
when I'm taking a shit and it hurts.
No.
That's a good one. I'm like, oh shit. Oh.
I say oof.
Heavy
Heavy.
hitter suckers.
you guys watch South Park, right?
So
Not anymore, but yeah, we used
Do you know the one where the Clorix, where the poo, the big poo, and it was like
no.
U2, the lead singer U2 was like all made out
Bono?
of shit. Bono was made out of shit. It was funny.
No.
South Park. Nothing is sacred to South
Did
Park.
you fuck?
Who's this question for?
So
About Vlad?
no,
Oh.
no, with the coronavirus.
Oh.
I feel like one day, like when our kids are parents and shit, we're gonna be telling our grandkids about the coronavirus,
Yeah.
and then they'll be like, "How was it?" And then we'll be like, "Oh, it was a trying time. No toilet paper. Only about 7,000 people died in the world."
Oh my
And
god.
it's gonna be like, okay, I survived the coronavirus pandemic of 2020.
Apparently
always a
it's
pandemic.
apparently it's very
Yeah.
it's running a very similar pattern to the Spanish flu in the 80s.
It's a pandemic in the similar styles of catching it, but not the deaths. It's not like the Black Plague or something like that. But
right, because that's only a biblical thing.
It was? No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
No, it wasn't. It was,
Yeah.
I just wanted to
What
be
the fuck?
contrarian.
God damn it, Philly.
Exactly.
We're supposed to be friends.
Do you think? Do you
Jesus.
find? Do you think? Like, I'm surprised I haven't seen anybody who like takes maybe religion a little too far, like out on the streets talking about like
coronavirus.
now
Oh,
is the
bro.
time.
They
It's-
do it.
it is
Come over
happening.
here on 8th.
Every
Oh, yeah?
In Vermont, for sure.
I guess in Highland Park we don't really have that, so I don't
right
see
there
it.
on,
Too many white
Vermont and right here on
Oh, you're
Vermont
right.
and Wilshire, Western and Wilshire.
They're out there saying like this is your fault.
You got
Jesus
the
will save
person on the
you.
crate. They could be speaking Korean. They could be speaking Spanish.
Mhm.
None of them are speaking English, but they're all out there.
Because
Just like,
most Americans are fucking atheists or agnostic or some degree of that.
or spiritual. I'm a
Right, and
spiritual being
anybody
of this
listening
Mother
who
Earth
actually
Gaia.
does have your own values, I mean, and your own spiritual beliefs that you may feel like are being attacked by this. That's not my intention. I'm just saying, I'm surprised that I personally haven't run into somebody who's tried to like hit me with some "it's my fault for not believing" or whatever, because I find that to be like
What?
the least spiritual and the least religious thing you could do is to
I think if somebody tried to do that with me, I'd probably cough in their face. Just to freak them the fuck out. I just cough in their face. Like they get all in my face and I just go.
Where's Jehovah now?
I mean, damn, yo.
No, but I mean like the people that, because like
Okay.
there's some who do that, but then there's some who just go crazy. Like,
I shared a photo with you guys, right? About people standing outside of the line of like gun stores, dude. This is like fucking ridiculous.
Now is that
man.
here? Is it or is that like
In
a Midwest
LA,
thing? It's
in
an LA
LA.
thing? Okay. Wow.
Like you think they were like you think the grocery line is crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And then they show people lining up in front of like a gun store. Like if people really
Was it mostly
do,
white people?
No, it was all
Was it like
kinds of
mixed?
people.
Really?
Oh, yeah. it was
Don't you
all
think that they should be automatically disqualified if they're in that line?
Yeah, dude.
yeah,
I think
'cause-
so.
Because then they're crazy.
Right.
Yeah, they're fucking like that. And gun stores are going to turn that down. You know what the sales cycle is for selling a gun, dude? Like, especially stores like that. They probably haven't sold a fucking gun in a long time.
By
man.
So
the time
they'll-
they're
yeah.
cleared to get a gun, they're gonna be like, the coronavirus is gone.
And now what they're gonna do? Then they're just gonna deal
Right.
with the Wild West.
Do all
the
those
wait
people have
period?
permits, or can they file for the permit in the store? Is that how that works?
I was told
yeah,
it
I
takes
think
a
you
while.
have to wait. In California, it's like a 30-day wait.
Yeah,
Unless
unless you
like
go.
the DMV where you have to like take your gun out and shoot it. And make sure you
No.
shoot it right and all that, you gotta drive.
It's not GTA.
Do you hold it to the side with one hand, or do you use both hands?
Oh shit!
If you go to a gun
Reminded me,
show-
I gotta renew my driver's license.
You
yeah,
do?
well, good luck with that right
Well,
now.
okay.
bud.
So what
Can
happens?
you do it online, or do you have to go?
No, I have to go take the test.
I
you
wish.
do?
Or do you have to go get corona?
Oh my god! Because you can do it at the kiosk. I got
No,
mine
I have
renewed
to
at
take a
kiosk.
test.
Oh, okay.
You can take a photo there and the whole thing.
Oh,
Since he wears
Oh, no,
glasses,
I'm-
right?
No, I have to take a written test.
sorry. I'm thinking of
Why,
license renewal.
why do you have to get a written test again?
I guess it's because it's been
Every
a long
10
time.
years or
they
whatever?
switched
Yeah,
it
I
up,
think so.
and now like 90% of the people trying to take the test are failing.
The
Oh,
written
really?
test.
Yeah,
The driving test?
yeah, they switched it up.
I mean,
even
most
more.
people in LA can't drive for
I
shit
just gotta
anyways.
pick up
Dude,
a,
my God.
a manual or something.
Something about those
Oh,
books, though,
shit.
they're written
Sorry, I
to
thought you were
like
being a racist.
Mhm.
why?
Because I thought
You
he
thought I
said,
said
Emmanuel.
You're
Yeah,
racist for
you're
No, I'm
thinking
not. No,
Where
I'm
at
not.
Home Depot?
that. Piece of shit.
Fuck you.
I was gonna say something.
Are you
I
worried?
was gonna
Super-
try to. but-
Go ahead. It's a
I,
free
I,
country.
I couldn't think fast
Oh,
enough.
man.
Oh my god.
Maybe you should try exercising, bro.
Way to bring it
Full
back.
circle.
Damn.
That's what a true comedian does. Holla.
Hit it where it hurts.
Joe's
Fuck
looking
you.
at me with vengeance in his eyes.
It's
Oh,
funny
shit.
because I had an edible like
Oh, you did?
Yesterday.
So you feeling good?
earlier today. Now like around
Yeah.
1.
I am never doing edibles again. The last time I had it, I think was not the time you and I did it, but
One of the
Danny.
first times we did it, like it was like we
Yeah.
didn't even go to the family family
Yeah.
gathering.
Oh, really?
One
Damn.
of those times, yeah. I think it was my birthday. I met up with Danny, and we were gonna all go to a family house. So Joe showed up later, but he caught me when I was already like wasted. I was like, "Bro, take my car keys."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally the room was spinning, dude. But it's because
Ugh,
how
God,
much
I
did
hate
I
that.
eat, bro? Like, yeah, they were like pounders or what
I don't know, but
Yeah, it
was
said
like-
pounder on the Rice Krispie treat, and then I ate the cake too. And
You
then-
ate the whole cake?
yeah, and then a piece of cake, and then Danny turned the wrap around. He was like, "Look, it says pounder," and I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
He was like, "Oh my god,
I'm dying.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
never again, dude.
Yeah.
Never again.
Have you tried one of the edibles?
Is every bad
Yeah, I had
experience
the
you ever had with
candy.
me?
I had the,
No, I'm saying the ones that I have.
no, I don't think I've ever
Yeah,
tried
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
That might
give
make
you
you
one
grow.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I can
man.
take it right now.
I
No,
bet you
I
can.
don't take it right now.
Oh, okay.
Take it after you
Wait,
eat the
will I
pizza.
get as high as I did in the car with Cianan
Yeah, you'll
Managuchi?
get higher, way higher.
Nah,
Oh, I didn't like that.
The first time I ever had edibles, I was working at a weed shop for like 2 days. With
Oh,
that.
yeah, I
I had
remember.
I had this internship with this music artist, and then it turns out he owned a weed shop, and he wanted to pay me like cash.
weed.
Yeah. So when I'm in there, first off, every other 5 minutes, they were making me break down the weed. Every other 5 minutes, they brought in a new strain that everybody had to try. So I'm sitting there like, at the end of the day,
Faded as fuck.
at the end of the day, I was paranoid. I was so high. I was like, fuck. And he was like, oh, here's some cash. I was like, cool. got in my car and I was like, I can't drive, man.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. I barely made it home.
So you
But
drove
before I
anyway.
left, before I left, he was like, Phil, by the way, I don't know, what kind of circles you hang out around, but if you know anybody who wants, you can have a sample here. He gave me like these chocolate goldfish.
Yeah.
And he was like, you can
Trying to
try these
advertise.
out,
Yeah.
and then it's up to you.
Word
I
of
was
mouth
like,
kind of
I was
thing.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I had them, and at the time I had a girlfriend, and it was like coming up close to her birthday. So we were at I think it was the LA, what is it, LACMA Museum? They have the lights and shit. We were parked out.
LACMA.
Yeah, we were parked out by there. And we were gonna go to that, and we ate the chocolate goldfish first, like half a bag, and we were like, "You feeling anything?" And we'd been sitting in the car like talking about shit for a while.
For hours.
For like a while.
It felt like 10 minutes, but it was like 5 hours.
And then at some point she says something to me, and I'm like, "Wait, what?" And all I hear is when I said that, I was like, "What?" And I started laughing, and she starts laughing, and all I hear is I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh shit!"
You showed him some mad
And
balls.
she was like, "No, I need to go home." I was like, "I can't drive." I was like, "Fuck, okay."
Damn.
So I get in the car. I had the BMW at that time, the white BMW.
Yeah.
And so we're driving back to like La Brea and Venice, and and she's like, "I'm hungry," and I'm like, "Fuck." So we pull into the drive-thru at Taco Bell, and I'm pretty sure we ordered, but I also just like sat there, and cars were piling up, and I was like, "Fuck." They haven't asked me for my order yet. They're like, "Sir, please pull up to the next window." Apparently, I had already ordered, and so then we're like driving and eating a burrito at the same time. I'd never been so fucking thirsty in my life. We get into my apartment. As soon as the door opens up, when we both fall, burrito all over the floor, and just pass the fuck out. And then we wake up the next day and
With
we're like,
burrito all over
"Fuck
yourselves.
that."
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Nice.
it was,
nice.
You're like, that's a good time.
I can't
Hell
say I've
yeah.
ever had a positive experience on an edible.
That sounds positive to me.
No.
Yeah. I liked it
No.
with the concert. It made the music feel great.
You had an
Yeah.
edible at the concert?
Well, I just got
got really
really
high.
high.
Oh,
I was-
Anamanaguchi. Oh, that's
It's like,
right.
what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Well, smoking is different.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's a cool high. I
When
guess.
you-
What was? I mean, it wasn't that cool. I felt sick.
Oh,
I drank the water.
Oh, gotcha. So
Yeah.
you got kind of paranoid.
No paranoid. I was hoping I would get paranoid. I really want to get.
You
He's
want to
back.
get
He's
paranoid?
already paranoid.
He lives it every day.
Whoa, buddy.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah."
Well,
Yeah.
I kid you not. Someone called me out. This black homeless dude in West Oakland, as I was waiting for the bus to come back here, started walking up to me to talk to me. I knew he was going to ask for money, and I didn't want to talk to this dude. But of course, I have some sort of bullseye on my forehead that makes me want to attract a bunch of people that want to talk to me to ask for money, as if I'm just going to give it up. It was weird.
So what happened?
It was so upsetting. So he started asking me who I was, where I was from,
How much you have in your pocket?
what are you doing here?
What's your social security
And
number?
I was
Young
kind of
blood?
hesitant with my answers and looking around. He was like, "Why are you looking around? Nobody's gonna hurt you. What's wrong? I'm not gonna do anything."
That
It's
almost sounds dangerous immediately.
Exactly. And then he was like, "Why are you so scared of black people? What's wrong with you?" Like he was making me have guilt
Yeah,
of my own race.
You're like, it's not black people I'm
and
scared of. It's homeless people asking me for money,
It's
bro.
you, yeah. And then he was like, "That's the problem with you," and all this stuff.
Oh, he
with
came
kids.
at you like that.
Yeah.
Did you believe it?
No,
Okay.
What?
No, yeah. But he
Well,
tried to guilt you.
certain kind of people, but that's saying no. It was he tried to guilt me into hating my own race or whatever.
Did you put him in
to-
his place and
to
help him
feel
understand
pity.
that it had nothing to do with that?
I tried my best, but like I don't want to start any because I don't obviously know this guy. I don't know what he's
I
capable
don't want
of.
no problem.
I'm trying not to do anything stupid because I'm by myself with these brand new $100 Nike shoes on me that
Gotcha.
I use for running now, and I don't want to start any sort of commotion.
Right.
I did
So you thought he was gonna punk you for his sneakers?
probably. I don't know.
This is
Hey,
Oakland
y'all.
right here,
This
kids.
all West Oakland.
West Oakland. Good.
Were you looking
And they were blue
down
jeans.
at
Running
him, or were you
sneakers.
looking?
No, right in his face, and I was going, yeah. I was engaging, but he was.
It was this morning?
It was, yeah. He was being really intense in picking up the signals, going, "You're not paying attention to me. You're looking all over the place. Why are you
Right,
being so
right,
afraid and scared?" And then at the end of it, he was like, "Hey man, can you help me out with $1?" And I was like, "This, I knew this."
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I thought you wanted something else,
But I knew that's where the end result was, and I did.
which is what your annoyance
I
had been
wish
the
I
whole
could have
time.
just said, "Fuck off, get out of my." I'm not going to give you
Why
shit.
didn't you just walk away?
He didn't. Even when I said no for the $1, he still kept pressuring me to give him money and like start
Right.
coming up with the sympathy now of like, I have a daughter. You know, I'm homeless out here. Can you help me out?
Jeez.
That's every
Honestly,
day in
that-
New York, bro. People jump on the train and
That's
they're
crazy.
like, I just got out of jail and I don't have a job. That's a bad combination. Like to everybody in the train.
Right.
Somebody give me $1, please.
Yeah. I just don't like it when
Every
people
day,
try to
dude.
use the sympathy card to get something for free from you. It's like,
Hey,
well, why don't you
Keenan,
shine my shoes or something? Put some work into it.
Right,
Keenan.
right.
You're my brother's best friend.
Well, I have pity for you. Man.
They were like, they were like, yo, I got these cheeseburgers.
It was,
Kid's
yeah.
like, yo, I need $1. What's good? Yo,
Pretty
I need my
much.
dick sucked. What's
Like, what's
good?
the plan?
What's the plan, player?
So eventually he came around again, and I actually had I had $1 literally on me, just one, no other cash. So I tricked him. Not tricked him, but
Wow.
I tricked him into thinking that I found the $1 on me somewhere,
Right.
and I pulled it out of a book, and I said, "Here, I found it. It was in this book."
Well,
Yeah.
look here.
Yeah, and then
It's your lucky day.
I gave
What
it
a
to him.
coincidence.
Yeah, I gave it to him, and
Who do you really trick then?
sure enough, probably myself. But sure enough, he asked for more money.
Oh my God.
And I was like-
is that all you got?
And that's where I was like, you know what? I'm done. I don't have any more. I'm gonna go. You know,
I'm out of
wait
tricks.
over here.
I'm out of tricks, man.
and then it was like, yeah, I won't bother you anymore, stuff like that. And I was like, it was, I don't know, it was depressing, also annoying, also very sad, also very angry.
So what's the lesson?
A bunch of
I get it,
don't
man.
give homeless money. Like,
No,
homeless
no.
people.
I
always walk away.
Or
understand.
just build confidence.
The
build
message
confidence.
is fuck homeless.
I feel like I understand what you're talking about though, because I had a moral conundrum myself. I want to say,
Oh, look at him.
fuck you, man.
Look at him.
I had a no, and I want to hear your answer to this.
Yeah,
Each of
okay.
you. I had a moral conundrum. I was in downtown. This is probably about 6 years ago, and I was at a taco truck, and everybody had already ordered their food, and I'm waiting, and then this taco truck is called Danny's Tacos. I'm sure you've seen it in downtown. They have their tip jar right there, like right at the where you order, right? And so this homeless person's walking around, and everybody's saying no to him, including me. It's not gonna happen, man. He's invading personal space, the whole shebang. Like really. And then next thing you know, he walks up to the window, was looking left and right. I was like, I think I know what he's about to do. And he snatches the whole fucking jar and runs off, right?
Mm.
And in my head, I'm thinking like, if I saw that happening, should I, as an able-bodied adult, a man who understands justice and like has a sense of justice, should I pursue this guy and try to track this down, or should I tell them to fucking think smarter than leaving your tip jar right where a homeless person could fucking steal it?
We have a hand
Truck.
raised in the audience here.
Okay, Danny, what's your situation? Because I felt bad, dude. I was like, fuck, I let this dude get away.
Mm.
What would Peter Parker do?
Oh my
Well,
god.
obviously catch the fucking guy.
So use your web sling.
You would have chased down after him?
Would you done
Yeah,
it, Danny? You
I
would've chased
would've.
him and then took the money.
Exactly. Exactly.
I know you.
Because
I know
look,
Danny.
I'm teaching them a lesson and I'm coming up. Win-win situation for everybody. See, like, hey,
Wow.
Dude, because I wasn't alone. Literally everybody
Everybody
watched it
'cause see,
happen.
Yeah.
I would have worked for that money.
Yeah.
It's not like, I had to catch him and there's a reward. There's a reward.
Joe, what would you do if you saw that go down?
He would have just been.
I
"Bye."
wouldn't care.
Yeah,
Like,
you care?
later, dog.
Well, that's
My
because Joe
tacos,
doesn't give a fuck.
Yes. They say, excuse me, my tacos.
Make sure my chicken didn't touch that asada.
Keaton,
Damn.
how would you have felt?
I'd probably be the same way you. I would.
Part
see
of
it,
me-
I would see it happen and be like, I wish I could have done
Like,
something.
damn, that sucks.
And then like maybe gave him a tip.
Because legit, I probably could have done stuff. But this dude definitely like, even when he first came around, the
Mhm.
energy was weird. It wasn't like a regular homeless person where you're annoyed. It was like one where you were like, all right, dude,
This guy's
chill the
bad.
fuck
Why
out.
do you-
Yeah,
why
his
do you
energy
think you
was
need
bad.
To do something. I mean, you're not.
Plus, I don't want to get shanked, bro.
Well,
like,
I was gonna say you're not.
just because I know kung fu doesn't mean I can't get shanked, bro.
Well, I'm just trying to find the mentality behind it because I obviously we're not cops, we're not law
Right.
enforcement, we're not any sort of not social, but any sort of justice warriors or anything like that. We don't have ex-military
it's
training,
it's
so
just-
why?
it's the principle. It's like the
you think
sense
you
of
have
right
to
and
as
wrong.
a citizen?
Yeah, almost.
Because even if it was a
That's
child,
why I felt bad.
Oh, okay.
Now, had there been any other thing where there was like a kid in the way and he pushed him out the way, or like anything else like that, I would have immediately not even thought about it. My feet would have moved without me even thinking about it. You know what I mean? But because it was money and they're stupid for putting their tip jar right next to where homeless people can snatch it.
How many times do you think that would have happened before that time?
Yeah.
They might have happened before.
It had to have.
Because the kid that was taking the orders, he was kind of just like,
not again. Yeah.
Otra vez. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, but
otra vez, saca tu dinero.
I laugh, but I don't know what's going on.
But it's moments like that.
They took it again.
It's moments like that really I feel like, you know what it was? I felt let down by my own choices, and I felt like it was a reflection of my own character, you know. But
I don't think it.
Maybe I'm the only one looking at it.
That's why I asked, like, why do you feel like you
Yeah.
need to save the world?
Probably because I could have done something about it.
Let's just put it like this: it was not your job. They, you know, that's what they hire gangsters around the community for.
Shit.
You know?
Okay.
That's why they pay, you know, their
for protection money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the lesson is for you to learn about. Someday you might be that food truck, and somebody might come and take it.
But you'll
That's
pay that
true.
protection money.
Oh yeah,
That's true. Plus, I also have a gat.
What's the point of getting shook up for money if you're not going to be protected? You know, they gotta pay that fine.
That's
do
true.
corporations do that? Like, if I see a corporate bar, do the like gang mafia? Whatever?
Yeah, it's called the police.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's called taxes.
Okay. Because I wonder about
Literally.
that. Like, say for instance, you see somewhat of a shady bar or whatever in a shady neighborhood that you feel is kind of like, oh, it may be associated with criminal activity, but then you see this brand new bar bought like gentrified or whatever in the same neighborhood, and I kind of think, well, I wonder if they have to go through the same shit this other bar had to go through.
Well, the gentrified one is just going to pay taxes and have the police protect them.
Okay,
but the other bar is going to pay taxes and have to pay taxes.
Okay, that
Yeah.
sucks. It really sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no secret that some of the food trucks out here on like 8th and whatever have to like, whether they want to or not,
Right.
have to split their profits with the
local
local head honchos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's a whole world to itself, man.
Wow.
And this goes all the way back to like El Salvador itself.
From the
You know?
taco trucks to the lotero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if,
Like,
if they
it's-
say something, they can't get protected. No.
And also, you know, they might drop the dime on them and be like, "These people don't have papers. You can pick them up here." Like, it's a cold world. Now, it's what's crazy is this had all started just like the Black Panther Party that then eventually split into. It's weird how all these groups come together for one reason and then
for loving connection.
and for an empowering reason, and then turn into this entire monster that you know seeks to survive on its own. To this day, I mean, we talked about this before. I don't understand the gang mentality. I'm so glad that it's not as popular anymore in terms of mainstream culture.
It's tied down to
Oh, you mean
Because-
like the 60s Chicago?
Yeah,
kind of thing?
and you know, now that we have Danny here, like there was a period where Danny, Joe, and myself, I guess, were with this kid. What was his name? Peter.
Yeah.
He was like living with us, and we were trying to sort of help him become a better person.
Oh, instead of getting falling
Like,
into
you know,
that stuff.
showing him the culture of it.
Yeah.
But Lord only knows what fucking happened to him, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Something.
Dude hit me up twice before he showed up at the house. He hit me
Yeah.
up twice in different days. And I was like, dude, I just saw you yesterday. He's like, oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Like,
Sounds like an offer you can't
I
refuse
mean,
kind of thing.
it's kind of funny now that I think about it, the amount of times living in East LA and Montebello, like the shit that we run into and see.
And it's real.
And yeah,
it's
and in
real.
Koreatown when we first came to fucking Ardmore and 11th and all that shit.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah.
There's
Do you
not a
remember
soap
that?
opera or some made for TV skit. It's
Telenovela?
Like real. Yeah,
It's a
not.
real thing, man.
Like they really are trying to kill each other out there.
Wow.
for no fucking reason.
And this is
man.
embedded within a larger scope of a city, a metropolis, of a country.
Sure.
It has its own thing. It's like
It's no
keeping that.
different than Crenshaw and Adams, man. When I used to hang out with Brian, the amount of shit that would happen whenever Brian and I would hang out, and they would always ignore me. Like I wasn't even part of the fucking problem.
Yeah.
Like it would just always, and I'd sit there and I'd have to watch this and be like, damn, man. There was even times when I was leaving school, and Brian and I were leaving uni, and we were going to Pollo Loco to get something to eat down the street, and we get stopped by these two super bald, super buff, super tall, fucking long white tees, got the Cortezes on and the fucking brown dickies, and I was like, They're like, "What's up, fool? You bang?" And I was like, "Oh, not today, man." You know, of all days. And I wish Brian was here to talk with us, because right away I don't know what happened, man. But
You started fighting?
no. I did something I never thought I would do, dude. He was like, "Yeah, it's a nice watch, homie," and I was like, "Wow, this one." And I had taken it off and I put it in my pocket, and I was like, "I know, that's why I have it." And I took a step forward, and this dude was like
Yeah.
fucking 6 foot tall, whatever. And I don't know, I didn't know what I was doing.
I taught him that.
I just knew that it was important to do it, right? And
Yeah.
like, especially because I had Brian with me, I was like, "Fuck, man, he already has enough problems as it is at school, you know." And so I didn't look back once, but I just looked this way. He was like, "Oh," and this big guy was confused. All he had was like confusion in his face. He was like, "Oh, that's what's up." He takes a step back and goes to the car. He's like, "Come to the car right now, bro. I got something for you." And that's when I feel somebody grab me here. I turn around, it's Brian. He grabbed my shoulder, and Brian was like, "Let's go, bro. He ain't shit." And like I walk away, and as we're walking back up, Brian has a friend who actually runs a competing situation, and he was like, "Dude, these guys are in your area." He was like, "What?" And then there's like,
Oh, and then they
there's
came
like,
and went
there's
to
like
go after him?
50 kids came out of the high school, and I was like, "This is high school, dude.
Wow.
Why?" And
Yeah.
in a nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
So you can
Brentwood.
only imagine. You go out somewhere else,
Mhm.
you know what it looks like, you know. And I can only imagine what these kids are going through, man.
You right, Philip?
Do you
right?
think? Do you think the
I
kids
read.
these days are going through that kind of same stuff, or is it, you think it's changed?
That's another one too. That
Yeah.
one, do you write?
You right? You right? You right?
Huh.
Yeah, when you like tag and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
insane.
That's
like,
what they used to call it.
dude.
You write. You write.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I just
I
don't get
read.
it, dude. I just don't get it.
Do you think? You said do we think it's happening? It's prevalent today?
Yeah, like do you think your kids might come across situations like that? Do you think it might
Hopefully.
Probably
change?
some form of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there was always the school bully, right? The
Right,
neighborhood
right.
bully or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever face any gang situations yourself, Keenan?
I have family in them.
Black
I've
Fridays.
seen them.
So Keenan just threw it up, and they were like, "Oh, my bad."
All right.
The only mobs and gangs he faced were on Black Friday.
Joe almost spit his water out.
Yeah, no, I have family and
I mean, you don't have to drop their names, you know what I'm saying?
no, I
He
won't.
did live in the hood though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keenan lives in the hood.
Linwood.
To this day.
Yeah, Linwood, Compton, Inglewood,
Cause-
South Central.
Oh,
all
Keenan, there's no
times.
need for gang signs, bro.
I know he's throwing them up.
I just do it real quiet.
It's a part of him.
Like last week when you mentioned throwing up the signs.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, I've seen the interaction. So, but I haven't been a part of it or witnessed it because, I mean, I'm in the house playing games,
Masturbating.
masturbating, doing the nerdiest of nerdiest shit you can think of. Not really. I had a brother, which is great.
Yeah.
But my parents wouldn't really let me go outside and play with the neighborhood kids and stuff like that.
I
So
don't think we would mistake you for a gangster anyway.
That's the
I'm
thing,
like
though.
the businessman gangster. I'm
So-
the one that does their taxes.
So I didn't think. I always thought to myself, you know what? Maybe gangsters don't actually pick on kids, like, or people who like don't look like they would even be like, you know, like they're not in that world, right? That's what I thought for a long time. And then 12 years ago, I was riding the bus,
Mhm.
and I was getting off on the Grove, and I'm sitting in the back because I don't know why I just always sat in the back of the bus, you know. And as I'm sitting there, I see this kid, this Latin kid, like, you know, shaved head, whatever, goes up to this unassuming Asian kid in glasses, just chilling, you know, like reading glasses, just chilling, minding his own business. And the dude's like he's like, I look at their hands and they're struggling with money. Like the kid was fucking robbing him. The Latin kid was robbing him. The cholo kid, whatever the fuck. And I was like, ugh. I was sitting here watching this. I was like, I can't watch this, man. I was like, fuck, I can't sit here and watch this dude do this to this kid who obviously is getting punked. And I was like, hey, man, do you need money, man? If you need money, I'll give you money, man. But don't take his money. And he was like, what? Like, he's like, what's up, fool? And I was like, dude, if you need money that bad, just ask somebody, man. You know, I had one of those fucking moments where I was like the substitute teacher. The fucking,
Change. He was like, I never thought
Change.
about that. Give me a
He's like,
yeah,
and
no,
then
no.
the Asian
He
kid
was
robs you
like-
both.
he was like, damn, fool, I never thought of it like that.
No, that's what. So he was like, I was like, yeah, look, I'm getting off right here, bro. Come outside with me. He was like, you want me to go outside with you? I was like, yeah, come
You
outside
tricking
with
me?
me. So we get off the bus and he was like, hey, you know JR, huh? fool? I was like, JR. He was like, yeah. He like put some names together and I was like, oh yeah. He was like, damn. You know, I was gonna be mad at you, bro, because I needed that money, and I actually have a shank, and I was gonna stab you, bro. He was like, but since you wanted to give me the money, you don't have no idea how much it was gonna help me, man. He was like, you should be more careful, bro, because other people who don't know you, they probably would have stabbed you.
That's I'm like, why are you trying to be a hero?
And I was
everywhere?
like, what? I was like,
I'm gonna
"Yeah,
fuck
like-
you up
yeah.
right now.
Yeah, but see, I didn't need to go through that experience to know that
Keenan's
People-
like, well, yeah, you'll get stabbed, bro.
like people are dangerous. I mean, not everybody is going to be able to duke it out with fists. We have weapons. We
Right.
have other options besides your hands and feet. And anyone, even I, people should know that even I am capable.
You gotta use your mind.
Even I'm capable of carrying something and not wanting to fight you and just shoot you and end it. So
Right.
I know I'm coming out
Right.
clean.
Right.
And with people that are capable,
I mean, this
of
dude
doing
literally
more.
had a fucking pencil
Yeah.
that was sharpened to be a shank.
Yeah.
That's what it was. He showed it to me. He was like, I was
And
gonna
I don't
shank
find
you,
it to
bro.
be super stereotypical. I mean, if you do it racially, then yeah, it's a problem. But if you just, for me, every person has the potential. God
Danny.
damn it, Danny.
Danny has tasers.
Yeah, even that. How long is the battery charge in that, by the way? Wow. Okay.
Don't give it to Keenan.
I know I might do it all wrong.
Keenan's liable to
Need to
tase
buzz
himself
himself
up.
How you let go?
He gave himself his own money.
I know.
You know what? The
That'd be
first time I ever came
That's
across
cool,
a taser was
Yeah.
actually at your apartment, Joe and Danny, when you guys were in
Okay.
apartment 3 back in the day.
Oh yeah,
So
we had
even
that
those two-
stick one.
Yeah, you guys had the big taser.
The
Who was
cattle-
that? Uncle Felipe's?
the
Who
cattle
was, whose
prod
was
one.
that?
I think it was my dad's.
Yeah, that was the first time I found it. Yeah, I found it at the crib one day. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I hit the thing. Shut the hell! I was like
It was a
6,
baton, yeah.
7, dude. Yo,
It was a baton
Oh,
taser.
okay.
yeah,
Wow.
Like a super pro
that
one.
Like a
rocked
cattle
my
prod kind of
fucking
thing.
world,
Yeah.
man.
You know,
I dropped that shit
I
so
would
quick.
love to go back. Well, not go back, but I would like to rock like fucking swords and shit and axes. I think it would be
Called
cool.
LARPing.
Man, we
Keenan.
died so fast.
Well, I mean, if you're coming up in that world, it's different, you know.
yeah, but
I mean,
I
I would
would've
be
done-
teleported to that world. Like, nah, man, I'd be so dead.
Like those animes.
so I
I'd be
tricked
like,
them. I tricked him into thinking this was my only shield.
can you imagine to be fighting with swords and axes and that shit? Like, ugh.
There's no fighting. There's dying.
There's like
There is no the next
swinging
fight.
a battle axe, like fucking 8.
Especially because nobles were like they were given education.
Yeah, so they knew how to.
They were
wield a
trained
weapon.
from kids, like from the
Yeah.
age of children. Like they were trained
Mhm.
to be better than the serfs,
Yeah.
so that they could rule over the serfs. It's
Yeah.
fucking insane, man.
Crazy.
Not unlike today.
Yeah.
That's true.
Not like today.
Now
yeah.
everybody's an equal.
That's true. But
Right.
instead of swords, they're taught about corporations and holding
Finance,
companies and
So they,
all the tools.
the pin
Yeah.
is higher than the sword, right?
Oh, if you I gotta share this article with you guys that like sheds light on the story behind Trump.
Please do.
And like
I was waiting for you to share it.
Philly, you
So,
know it's gonna happen every time you
Keenan,
say something
did
like
you
that.
really put a compilation together of me and how many times I said I read this book?
Mhm.
Oh,
I'll show it to you after the
man.
episode. I'll show it to you.
I want to see it.
Yeah, yeah, it's funny. It's funny as fuck.
And you know what's funny is people have started calling me out on it.
Oh, really?
Like other people that know me, they're like, you always have a fucking book.
Fuck them, Philip. Fuck them. They
I mean,
should read more.
Today on this episode, you called out at least 3 minimum.
You know, it's been scientifically proven.
But that's fine though. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
I love it. I love it. I love it.
it doesn't. I don't know. There was one moment where it was like, I think you were saying that to go research for me, and I was like, well, if you have that information, you have that knowledge, and you're proud of it, you should be more freely and willing to give out that information if somebody asks for it.
If somebody asked for
Well,
it
yeah.
being the caveat.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Somebody asked for
But I
it.
was- that's an example. I mean, yeah, you give it out freely pretty quickly, but
Oh, he
Hey,
gives it up pretty free.
Hey.
ladies,
Let's just say I'm easy.
oh,
Wait, that's
like Sunday
what?
morning.
He
Oh,
gives
okay.
it like Keenan
That's
gives us
pretty
dollars.
straightforward.
Oh shit!
Oh, look what I found here.
Hey, look at my dollar. I tricked him into thinking. I tricked him into giving him my last dollar.
Damn, Danny. I'm gonna have to call up some people in my family. Hold on.
He was like, so I tricked him. Oh, you got rid of him? No, I gave him my dog.
I gave him my last dollar. I tricked him. Like, oh, shit.
That's not how tricks work.
I was not expecting this to go this way.
And he only took my shoes.
Fuck you, Danny.
Luckily, chicks on him. I was wearing 2 socks, double socks.
I hate you so much.
Okay, sorry.
Whatever.
Oh, shit.
I wanted you to be on this episode, so I deserve it.
No, you don't deserve it. hope I never get tricked by you. Jokes on him. I have 2 cars.
This sucks. When people meet me, they're gonna be like, they're gonna be fucking with me.
We should call this episode something like "I tricked him." Or...
I tricked him into me giving him $1.
My last dollar.
We'll work on the wording, but that's got to be the name of this
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
So that's 2 then. The other one
Yeah,
was,
I don't touch.
the thumb.
I don't use my thumb to touch my tip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
and we didn't even timestamp it. Fuck, this is gonna be a crazy one.
Gosh.
Oh, this is hilarious.
You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen,
I love him.
and Danny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Danny almost wasn't on this
I
episode.
know.
So.
So what was the hesitation?
I feel like I wasn't. What?
What was the hesitation? What do you don't like about us, man?
I love everything.
Why
about you
were
guys.
you hesitant on being part of this episode?
You know how many people are lining up to be part of this
I know.
podcast?
because you guys are so awesome that I
It's
just
true,
feel like
whatever.
if, you know.
We have people who really want to be on the show. It's
Badly.
like, oh,
There are people
sorry,
who are
guys.
mad at me because I never got back to them about being on the podcast.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
We've been looking forward to it, man. Actually, it was
Yeah.
a matter of time, man.
Yeah,
My mom says hi, by the way.
Tell her I said
That's
hi to you.
right. That's right. She did.
that's right. Did she?
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah, she did.
In like
She
a
did, I
regular
told
type
her.
of way. Yeah, right.
Yeah. I always tease about that.
So
I
I
think
was-
she knows about that.
I was in Miami this week.
What
That's
did you
right,
do?
Joe.
Congratulations, man.
You stepped out on us for the
Again?
last
I know,
episode.
I'm sorry.
Again?
Yeah.
Didn't even tell us. He was like, "Oh, by the way, guys,
I'm
not
not gonna
going.
be here. Yeah. I'm like, what?
I gotta go to Miami, guys. Sorry about that.
Deal with it."
I gave
I
you
know.
guys like 3-4 days head notice.
Was it?
Yeah,
It was definitely like a 4 days head notice.
at least
Okay.
4.
Yeah.
Or I might have even told you
Yeah,
the week
on like
prior.
a Tuesday, the week prior.
No, I might have told you like the
You told us
episode
via
prior.
text. Do you know what that feels like?
Yeah, why don't you send it to an email?
It's not
Make
you
it
guys.
official.
It's me.
Gentlemen, I apologize, but I will not be.
What are we
joining
in
you
high
for this.
school?
Well, I didn't text in high school, not a lot. Oh yeah, I kinda
Did we
did.
have texting?
2 ways?
Yeah,
We
I
had
had
two-way
It was
we had
a
two-way.
pager.
We had 2-way pagers. Yeah.
Did you guys ever used to write
Had the
letters
Nokia
to
8900 or whatever?
to people you were fond of in school back in the day?
Of course.
I didn't have.
yes.
I
had
once
no
did
clue.
that, and they always circled no. Oh man, that's
Nope, never did it.
Wait, I just said I
bad,
once
man.
did that. No. I did that more than once. But
Circle yes if you like me. Then the teacher would come telling me to stop writing letters.
And you get called out. Like, do they actually say
Like,
Danny?
Danny,
why
Stop
did you write
writing
Send me
notes
these
to him.
things.
Yeah, right.
there
No one's
was
supposed to
there was
know.
always teachers. I was hoping something would like.
Miss Doman. holla at
Hey,
your boy.
she might be listening to this.
Hey, I
So?
hope she is. I love
But you know what's crazy
You
is
still do it?
that's one of the same teachers I even
Oh,
like, and I'm
geez.
years behind, bro.
Miss
Hey,
Dolman. Who's Miss
She
Dolman?
aged well.
She was a dance teacher.
Oh,
Man, she was hot.
She was. She taught me how to chasse, fondue, and all that. For real.
This is
Good.
fifth position.
Pirouette and all that, girl.
Mm.
damn.
Hey.
Heel
Should've took
toe.
dance.
There was a few, man. There was a few.
So I was in Miami.
Yeah.
and,
All right, Joe, tell us.
How was Miami?
it was pretty. It was actually the weather was great.
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
The weather was great. Like usually whenever I'm out there, it's humid as fuck.
Yeah.
It's raining and it's humid. It's like always horrible, but it sprinkled a little bit and it
Mhm.
wasn't as humid. It was pretty solid weather.
God
Really
was on
enjoyed
your
it.
side that day.
I don't think it was.
I'm
I
glad
didn't-
you had great weather in Miami, Joe. But why don't you tell us what really went down in Miami? Like, what'd you
Oh,
do? What
shit.
stories?
Oh.
I don't
Is
think
there
he-
anything?
I thought he's not allowed to tell.
I mean, no, I'm just saying
I
we
was-
don't
I
need a
was out there
weather
for work.
update,
No, I
bro.
was out there for work. It's funny. That's
It
true.
was
Fuck
slightly
you.
cloudy with a chance
Fuck
to
you.
rain.
Probably with a chance of
Let's hear
meatballs,
your-
bro.
Let's hear your weather voice.
You
What's your
got
weather
me.
voice sound like?
I can't do
Ah,
it.
yes.
Hey, Joe,
Yeah.
are you under the weather right now?
No, I'm not.
About to say, don't infect me.
I-
No,
I
I'm
know,
kidding.
I'm
I'm
sitting on the
kidding.
same
I'm
couch.
kidding.
No, that's the thing.
I touched
I
his
lost
arm.
my voice. No, I lost my voice last week.
Oh yeah, you were yelling and
Um,
shit.
Well, I was working and
You were like yelling at the crew.
Yeah.
Like, yo, get over here. All
Yeah,
that
it was
shit.
weird. It was weird, but like
Why?
by Tuesday or Wednesday, I had already lost my voice.
Shit.
Probably the
Yeah.
change in the
So
atmosphere
then,
and shit.
so then it started. I started recovering, and yesterday was the first day I was actually like a little better. And then
That's cool.
today we've just been doing a shitload of talking, so that's why.
Yeah.
What about
I mean,
like
I've just been waiting for you to
microphones or
stop,
walkie-talkies?
yeah.
Are you
Shut
not
the
allowed
fuck
to
up.
have that?
Yeah, but it's. I mean, we're working in a pretty closed environment, like
Oh,
as
that
far
sucks.
as
dude,
area.
everybody should have like earpieces like the FBI. You just talk like that. That'd be dope.
Wait, so
be
perfect.
crazy.
So you were in Miami and you're doing
So-
events because you're in the event
Yeah,
space.
I'm in
So
the events.
this hasn't necessarily affected business
So-
that bad then.
So okay, so
That's not what text I got.
No,
I got
it
I
has,
got
it
different
has.
text.
Coachella, all that.
it's fucking me. So I've lost a shitload of work. Like I'm
Damn.
talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. of work.
Fuck.
But and including like me being out there in Miami, I was installing. Sorry, I was installing the
Oh shit! You both got it.
No.
Oh.
I can't smell weed because I'm gonna take a test and if I come out dirty, they're gonna like suspend my license for a whole year.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay. So
Oh.
Miami, yeah.
So, yes. So I went to install the Heineken bar for the new Miami team
Nice.
soccer team.
Oh,
nice.
sweet.
Hey.
So I was out there. I
Soccer
did that.
team.
You're throwing some hate
Yeah.
because you're
No. Here's the thing. Yeah, of course.
secretly
We
you're
talk
like,
about it.
okay.
We don't talk about it. But we were out there and we finished around like Thursday.
Yeah.
We finished, and then like the next day, the MLS announced that they were canceling the rest of the
Oh,
season or
damn.
postponing the rest of the season.
That hurt you?
I mean,
Dude,
it sucks
season
because
ticket owners are
I'm a
probably
season
pissed.
ticket- I'm a season
yeah.
ticket owner.
Oh, shit.
so it kind of sucks. I mean, they're gonna either if they postpone it and they come back, they're gonna honor our tickets and or give us refunds if we're not able to go. But yeah, it was crazy. Like we had just finished this. They were like on because their opening match was supposed to be yesterday.
With the Miami team?
Yeah, but for the new Miami team.
With the Heineken thing?
yeah,
That's
their
what the
opening
whole
home
point of
match.
it. Yeah.
The whole point of us
They
is going
spent
out
all
there
that
working.
money.
Wait, so you
Exactly.
built it all and then
And now they can't even use it
Fuck.
for
Damn.
at least the next
But you're
month.
still getting paid, right?
Yeah, of course.
Damn.
Oh, they paid,
yeah, once
they
it's
paid in
built,
advance.
yeah.
But yeah, it was like, what the fuck? Like we were like on a crunch, like, yo, we got to be done by Friday because this thing opens on
mean,
Saturday. My client was
this
stressing.
happened to everyone, man.
My client was stressing, and then
So
Friday
when's the breakdown?
there isn't. It's a permanent structure.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, once we finished it, like it was like Friday. My client was like, "Yep, we did all this, and now we just gotta wait."
Well, it's permanent anyways.
Yeah, but it's funny because like there were so many people there at the stadium trying to get finish it, the last run, like opening Disneyland,
Right. And now
So-
we have
and now
months
it's like-
of time where
It's
you can
crazy,
just-
yeah, because I went. Excuse me, I went back on Friday, and I went back on Friday, and like it was a ghost town. Like nobody was even really like there to work.
Right.
Like everybody cut out by like 3 p.m.
No shit.
And yeah, it was crazy. It's like once they realized that nobody was gonna be playing,
Like the
it's like,
crew
all
out
right.
there just decided not to show up.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, everybody I think got a similar message at some point where did your company reach out to you and say like, hey, this is what it's looking like, or because I got a bunch of emails and they were like, yeah, this was gonna be. I mean, I'm part time anyways. I'm just doing it for extra cash, but it's definitely like I was reading on LinkedIn and I was like, oh shit, ports are starting already to lay people off, like layoffs. Not even like, hey, we'll see where it looks like in a week or 2 weeks. Straight layoffs.
Yeah, the economy is gonna get hit really hard.
It's
Yeah, it is.
insane, dude. And I don't want to drive any fear if you're listening to this and you're concerned about things. Like, I want you guys to know that you're welcome to hit me up on the DM and ask me questions.
Actually, we did
I happen
get
to
one.
be a well-read person. Maybe there's something I can offer you, some kind of insight or perspective on something. Like this is a time where we need to double down and team up, not give
sure.
up.
True. I agree.
So anybody who needs any kind of advice or whatever, I'll do what I can. I don't want anybody feeling like they're alone out here or they don't know what they're gonna
Yeah.
fucking do.
So Sheila, she said, how do I feel about the coronavirus now?
And I tease you about it.
Here's the thing,
kind
though.
of curious.
The coronavirus is still trivial.
Yeah, the virus itself
it's
is
stupid.
trivial. The virus
I still feel the same way. It's a fucking.
yeah.
It's not a fucking big
People's
deal. It's the
behavior.
people.
Yeah, people's behavior
So why
and the
are we at
economy.
your house, not at the studio?
Well, because I already told you why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Look at Keenan just being.
No, but I was willing to go to the studio.
Actually, that is true. He did.
Yeah, this was my fault. Yeah.
When I made my statement,
I already drove all the way out
because
here.
my statement was kind of in agreement to yours, saying we're going to get it regardless, so it doesn't matter where we are.
It's stupid. Like this virus is stupid. Like it's a waste. It's a waste, and you got to blame the media. You got to blame the government for all this shit.
Yeah,
because some of this could have been prevented, and some of this is being blown out of proportion.
There's a bunch of people I know who like have immunity disorders, and they're truly worried. And I guess to some degree they should be.
I get it.
If you're like immune deficient or whatever, like
and I'm not saying be Rudy Gobert and fucking touch everything and cough on everything. And
I mean, generally speaking, you shouldn't do that.
That's fucking stupid. I'm not saying be that person because I'm not. Like, I understand that this is.
You're saying just don't be extra,
this
right?
Is an illness and it's affecting people, but the people are the ones who are making it worse.
Yeah,
that's right. With all the buying up all the shit at the stores, you're now forcing the people who are just going to go to the store to get one item or two to now stock up.
Like, what if I actually need just one roll or a couple of rolls of shit paper, but you bought them all?
Exactly. It's going to snowball like mad crazy. And then now that's when you get all this fighting, or who knows what's going to happen when people start hoarding shit.
It was like
somebody knows they're hoarding it.
Prison rules. Everybody stole the cigarettes and the toilet paper. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna come to, dude.
Yeah. And then this whole people standing outside of lines with like guns and shit. Like, yo, what do you really think is happening, dude? You know?
Now here's my what if scenario. What if shit does go crazy and you got these not freaks, but you got these people out there with guns
freaking out,
and they freak out and they start doing some wild shit. Does that mean you need to start protecting yourself or something?
Well, that's an obvious. Come on, Keenan. You're not gonna give him a dollar, are you?
Fuck you, dude.
He's gonna be like, I got an idea. Well, what do you know?
I'm gonna trick him into thinking this is my last water.
Oh my god! I dug my hole so fucking deep.
Real deep lag.
Oh man, this is why I'm really on the show. Damn it. Well,
so you wanted Danny on the show.
I did. And this is what I get. That's fine. I told you. It's worth it. I think our listeners will love it.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Just the way they love you.
Yeah, I just don't want. I don't want people to panic more than they have to. There's reason to be concerned, but just no more than like. Just be a little more. Wash your hands a little. That's all. That's all the real advice is saying. Just wash your hands a little bit more. Try to be mindful. If especially people you don't know.
Right.
You know?
I feel like I've come around it because I've been in 2 different cities. I've been to several parties.
So if anybody's contagious, it's you.
That's right.
It's probably still me. I went across country.
That's the thing. So, but
I did too, though, Danny.
Yeah, but I was on a bus with a lot of people confined in a hot human space.
So yeah, so you again.
You mean a petri dish?
Yeah. So I was actually in Oakland when they brought that ship in the cruise.
The Princess
and
Cruise.
I saw it docked in Oakland. It was crazy.
Are we battling to see who's fucking?
Our leadership is a whole nother piece of fucking work, man. I mean,
getting that guy in there.
So
that's ridiculous.
I guess this week or last week. The police had to like shut down Miami Beach, the actual beach.
Yeah,
they like evacuated everyone from the beach. Like,
I just wonder
because of the ship,
with paintball guns and everything.
No shit.
Wow.
So they were like, get the fuck off the beach.
Martial law?
Close to it. That's not exactly, but it'll lead
for
to
the
that.
beach. Yes,
dude, with pellet guns. God damn, y'all been shot with pellet guns before. It
hurts.
Yeah,
and so does at least for me, paintball. Paintball hurts.
I've never been paintballing.
Paintball hurts. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Fat ones.
How fat?
As fat.
Show me again.
Show me with your mouth.
About the size of Philly's balls.
How do you know that?
No,
I've seen them dangle before.
Oh, jeez.
But that makes me wonder about Los Angeles. Like when people
Philly's definitely seen me dangle.
Oh, you really? Dangle.
Joe makes an effort every time I come over. He'll take some time to go upstairs, and then from the top of the stairs, he'll be like, "Philly." I'll turn around thinking it's something important. He's mooning me, just like just mooning me.
Oh, he gave you
my balls, Zach.
I'm glad that hasn't died. It's a long tradition.
It'll never die.
He gave you the goat. Is that you see the movie Waiting?
No.
With Luis Guzman
Ryan Reynolds.
and Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, he gave the goat. Anyway, but it makes me wonder about LA and how they're gonna quote unquote martial law Los Angeles.
Good luck.
Like there's rumor that they will be so much where it's like we only get an hour outside of our house. Like,
Good
how are they going to
luck.
tell
They
everybody
could try.
to do that?
Yeah.
I don't
Good
think they will.
What are they going to do with the bums?
Right?
Apparently, I read an article.
Kill them? What?
No. The government has opened up the buildings that they own, the property they own that
Huh?
isn't being used.
The government.
Yeah.
This is the
The
government.
city government has
Our
opened.
government.
Yeah, the city Los Angeles government officials have opened up their property that they do own, like letting like municipal
Mhm.
buildings or whatever, to be available to homeless people as additional shelter for this
All right.
during this quarantine.
So they're
situation.
creating petri dishes.
Basically.
Sickness.
To
basically.
get rid of the ones. I feel like
Love
there's-
it.
somebody's going to be using this for some gain of something. Like I feel like once it's all over, you're going to find out that somebody stole a
Oh.
shit ton of money from like the populace,
for
or
sure.
like something crazy happened.
Like Katrina.
What
Yeah.
happened in
Yeah,
Katrina?
very,
somebody
very,
somebody
very,
stole
yeah.
a bunch of shit in Katrina.
Yeah. Duh.
No, I don't mean
They
like.
didn't even rebuild it.
Yeah.
They just left it like that. They're
Yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah, I was hanging out with someone
Oh.
and she was telling me about how she actually survived Katrina, and there were some very similar
Well,
things happening here.
We're not
And
talking
here-
about the rapper.
No, I know, but here's the strong conspiracy theory I was trying to bring up front.
Would you look at this?
And
We have a new character has joined the party. Here.
Real quick, no, because I want to get back to this Katrina conversation.
Hello.
hey, he speaks.
Hi.
It's a
Hi.
former guest of ours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3-time guest too. He's
Nice.
the
That's
longest
true.
one.
He has been on here twice. huh?
Nice.
He has tenure over everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting close to being 10 too, right? Or are you already 10?
No, I'm 8.
Hey, all right.
Pulling in the years.
Awesome.
Hey, did you have to leave school because of what's going on?
Coronavirus.
Yeah.
Oh, you know about it?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
And
How do you
like-
feel about that?
you like
I
it?
like having no school.
Oh, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I don't think anyone
Gavyn on
likes
the
going to
streets.
school too much.
Yeah.
But
All right, well that was great.
Nice. We love you, Gavyn. You're awesome.
Bye.
hey. Super cool.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right.
Man, I
But yeah,
remember
back,
that.
back to
I was just saying real quick and this is strong conspiracy theory, but when I heard information that during the whole 9/11 thing, there was like some odd $1 trillion that went missing right before and they couldn't find it. And then all of a sudden 9/11 happened. I feel like something like that's happening with this. They're going to use this. Someone somewhere's going to use this to a strong gang.
I can see Donald Trump using this to his advantage,
Okay.
saying, "Oh, we
I have
haven't
to
found
be-
a cure. It's going to be 6 months."
I have to be
And-
president again.
Yeah, and then the elections come up, which is in about 6 months.
I have a
7
cure.
months.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, we have a cure.
Yeah.
We did it under my
Right.
presidency.
Sure.
I've saved everyone.
Sure.
And I feel like he might take use of that for like maybe even his property and stuff. Somehow he slips under the radar money that he owes or gains money that he owes. Yeah.
There's going to be plenty of people who are going to profit from this. For
I
sure.
think so. I mean, I spoke to one guy already who said he was gonna he quit his job and was like investing in the stock market against it so that when this whole thing goes crazy, kind of like in 2008, he'll gain more profit when everybody else loses money.
Mm,
Yeah.
And I just met that guy today.
really?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, dude. It's historically it's been a thing. In fact, Niall Ferguson in the book The Ascent of Money actually talks about how the Rothschilds did this very thing
Oh yeah. Yeah.
with the war at the time that was happening.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually caused the Great Depression by spreading these rumors, but they knew that wasn't going to happen.
Mhm.
So when people sold and they bought it all up, and then they came up on the come up, you know,
Right.
when shit went up, and that's what's happening here. Think about the fact that the Fed just injected $1.5 trillion
Mhm.
into the stock market and to sort of like provide stimulus, and all they did was make it worse, and it dropped even more.
And I'm going to take it even crazier further. Like, let's say they do have a cure, but that injection they go to the hospital for is like a chip. So when you get your cure, you get your chip as well. And lo and behold,
Sure.
you're already like locked in without even voluntarily. Like
I
you
mean,
do it freely.
If that's the case, they have us in so many other ways. They don't need
But
chips,
that's
man. They have our
that's
phones,
me. That's me going crazy.
the
with it.
facial recognition.
I'm going-
That's worst case scenario.
I'm going
right?
super silly with it, but I
Sure.
just think that from history, the United States government has done some really nasty shit during crisis and like
For sure.
uh
I mean, you know, other countries have also been known to not care for their people and like have them die for whatever political
right.
gain they wanted. And you
Right.
know, this might not be any different.
I think it goes.
We might actually have the same thing.
I think it goes back even ancient Egypt, ancient Rome. I'm pretty sure none of this is anything new.
Right.
I have a strong feeling that we're
Yeah. Yeah.
there. I mean, fuck. When I mentioned the whole Black Plague thing that happened in Europe, I
Right.
bet you people profited mad crazy off of that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, there's never been a time where problems and chaos didn't make somebody money, man.
Mhm.
You know, and this is definitely no different. I mean, look at the fucking. And for me, people's behavior really is what's really taking me back, like aback, is just how crazy people are acting for things that nobody ever said there was a food shortage. You know,
Or toilet paper
exactly.
shortage.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
and what makes me more concerned is what if people start like legit looting and rioting
I think that's where when I saw
For
that
no
gun
reason.
stuff, I'm like,
for no fucking reason,
Yeah.
man.
now I do have a lot of student debt, and so you know,
Yeah, and if you vote for Bernie, he'll make sure it gets rid of even no
not
matter.
for mine.
Not for his.
No, I'm-
Because
No.
his are private loans.
Mine's are private, and they're at a certain year, so it's only at a certain year.
Well, I don't know if
about-
you know this, but even if there's things that damage your credit after 7 years,
Mhm.
you can ask for them to be removed from your credit,
What?
from your
What?
credit report. So like if you
If I
didn't-
go
yeah, like
bankrupt?
so
I
if
don't
you-
know if student loans apply though.
right,
It does
which
not.
is fucking
Student loans
crazy,
is on
man.
such a messed up spectrum that it is a bad thing when they try to advertise it towards college students. Like, hey, get some.
I mean, yeah,
student
it's
loans.
completely irresponsible to give people who don't have any idea, like you're like, oh, it's what 20%? It's not a lot, right? Okay, cool, I'll take it.
It's high.
Only
yeah.
to find out later when you're an adult and you finally start realizing what things cost. You're like, wait, what?
And maybe you can help me out here, Joe, because I have a problem. I have a duality problem. At least I feel like I do, where I go in thinking that, hey, I'm an engineer. I'll graduate as an engineer and I'll get engineering job and money off the bat. And so that was the turnaround. It's like, okay, we'll
that
give
was
you
your
all this money.
hypothesis. You were like,
You're gonna make an engineer's salary. You're gonna pay it off in like 5-10 years.
that's what they told you. They were like,
Well,
well,
that-
that's your thought process.
That was the thought process.
That was the assumption.
The assumption of the school counselors, my
You and everybody
parents,
else, buddy.
everybody around me was like, if you're being an engineer, you graduate, you get the engineering job, and you pay off your student loans. But I don't know, and that's why I have a debate in my mind on how seriously should I go trying to eliminate them, because I couldn't become a real engineer, getting a real engineering job and a real
you
engineering
really
salary.
could go do that.
I don't know. I have a weird feeling that that was a potential, and because I messed that up, this is like my punishment. I don't know.
Well, I mean, at that point, you're driving guilt into yourself.
Yeah, that's.
However, I do think you'd be more than capable of becoming an engineer if you wanted to, and,
I can be
and
your
making
engineer.
that salary.
Yeah.
You know, like if you really wanted to do that, that's what can be done. But that's on you. You know,
Yeah.
the opportunity is there for whomever, whenever.
Mhm.
It's just a matter of whether you want to move forward. Because it for me, I really do dislike how much people suffer due to student loans and shit. Like, I mean, I have private debt, and I didn't do it right when setting up the business. But most of my debt really stems from like trying to be self-employed. Before that, I had zero debt. I was doing really good.
Yeah, I kind of wonder what it would have been like if I didn't go to college. If I would, I know for sure I wouldn't have that debt. Or if I just went to a city college and got a job. You can pay off easily for
Do you
city
feel that
college is cheap.
school was able to teach you anything at all? Looking back on it, was there anything that made that money worth it?
On paper, like the books and the equations
No, just
and the math and the
just
physics.
yourself. Did you walk away with anything?
Well, yeah, I tell you guys, I'd do it all over again. Innocent.
yeah, the experience.
The
for
whole
sure
experience
is
was
part
worth
of
it. Maybe not as much, but a good half of that is worth the experience for sure.
Sure.
Easily.
I think Keenan would have become too hood if he stayed back.
Especially with you as an influence.
Oh shit!
I mean,
He'd
look
been
at
doing all
Joe's
the
life.
drugs and shit.
I really do want. I wish I can see just some, a screen that shows me just the bullet points of all the stuff I would have did if I stood here with Joe and you guys and everybody.
There was I'm trying to remember what movie it was that I saw. I think it was a Jared Leto movie called Mr. Nobody on Netflix.
Oh, yeah,
It
yeah.
may not be there
It's
anymore.
a popular one. Yeah.
But yeah, he basically got to walk all the paths he could have taken,
Oh, really?
including the people who would have been the love of his life and all the shit, and
Oh.
like how different his life would be.
I mean, shit. I could have died if I stayed.
I
here.
actually
Does he
had
get
it.
to choose or?
He that's the problem. He can't choose what timeline he's living in, so he lives through all of them simultaneously throughout his life.
And he remembers it, or he
Well,
can
yeah, the movie starts
consciously-
off with him being already way in the future
Mhm.
and not remembering who he is because he thinks he's every single one of those lives. So when he tells a story, they don't make sense, and they're like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Well, actually, now that I think about it," and it's like it's a whole thing.
Huh.
But I actually had a dream, like I want to say a couple days ago, where I was essentially in an alternate universe of like where we are. And the only reason I was able to find out was because I had come to hang out. I was hanging out with Joe, actually. I found my way to hang out with Joe. And I was talking about something, and Joe just kept looking at me, and I was like, I gotta tell you something, man. It's gonna sound crazy, but I'm not from this universe, man. And the Joe in that universe was like, no, I know, man, because the Philip in this universe is a fucking asshole. So I don't really know what's going on right now. And I was like, I gotta figure this shit out. And he was like, we'll see, man. And I just remember like getting out and people were like coming for us and shit. And I was like a whole thing, dude. And I remember waking up and I was like, what the fuck, dude? Cause I've had dreams like that in the past where I used to be able to be the voice inside someone's head in like a precarious situation, you know, like don't do this or like try to influence that. Kind of like that movie or that show Sense8.
I know of that show. Haven't seen it.
So what would you do if you suddenly got teleported into an alternate reality where you might have a different reputation?
I know. I think what you're talking about. So we were talking about religion stuff. My belief is that what you experience is a real thing. Like that actually really happened. You actually
think so?
did in your mind for a brief moment. So
Yeah.
my belief is that most of our dreams, even daydreams, are serious ones, especially the ones where you're like really asleep.
Yeah.
Your brain, you'll do some of two different things. One is everything you see and experience is really you,
Yeah.
but it's in another timeline, another universe, another planet, another star.
Mm.
So that's why it's so real. That's why it feels so real. That's why it tastes, smells, sounds, and looks so real, because it
Yeah.
actually is real. But when you wake up, you say, oh, I just dreamed it.
Yeah.
It actually did happen, but somewhere across the universe. So you'll never actually interact with it.
Alternate dimension.
Or alternate
How
dimension.
meta is it that
Yeah.
I was not only aware it was a dream, but I was also aware that I was in the wrong universe.
Yeah.
So it was like a lucid
Yeah.
dream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like straight up.
Yeah.
And I
I
just-
strongly believe in that. I mean,
Me
because
too.
I know, and that's another thing that I think my dad told me was like, what if your dreams were really, you can travel through time and space.
Yeah.
That's what
I
you're
mean, it makes
capable of doing.
sense. It makes sense.
And the other thing was that your brain and your body kind of switch. You know how you're thinking right now, but you can move your body?
right.
In the dream world, it's flipped. That's why a lot of times when you're thinking of something, you have those dreams where you're moving, but you're moving really slowly. It's because you're not really in control of the body. You're only in control of the brain and the thought.
Right. Because
So you can try and tell somebody, hey, do this, do that. But your real action,
that part of the brain actually turns off to
Yeah.
avoid that kind of
you're
thing.
not
from
actually thinking, hey, I'm moving my hand right now. You just do it.
happening. Right.
But in the dream world, those realities are flipped. It's kind of hard for me to explain, but that's kind of the gist of it, of my
No, I
belief.
like that.
I believe it.
Yeah.
In how many dreams, or do you guys often dream that you can fly? And are you aware that you can fly? Because I have that a
Yeah.
lot.
A few.
A
yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
I know that I can fly. I just remember all.
And
of
I
a sudden
always
can-
reluctantly do it too. I'm like, fine, you guys left me no
Yeah,
choice.
exactly.
And I'm like, ah.
Yeah. What about falling too? Do you ever fall in a dream and then feel it and then wake up because you feel like
I can
you're
say
really
that
falling?
I'm falling, but I can't say that I ever impact or do get hurt. I don't get hurt in my dream.
Yeah,
Right.
I've
Do your
never- I've
legs
never been
tingle when that
falling in a
happens? Because
Only when I have a wet dream.
okay. Well, I associate the growth pains. When I had growth pains, I always had dreams where I fell off of a building or something, landed, stood up on my feet, and I felt the pain when I did the impact.
Oh.
And I wake up, it's really my
Did
legs.
you have bruising?
Well,
He was like, what did I
my
do?
legs are expanding. Yeah.
Woke up in an alley with
Oh,
a white
jeez.
full of prism out. It was a growth pain.
Yeah. It's just the PTSD of giving that dollar.
I'm gonna trick them.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen,
We've reached
Nice.
the soapbox. And for those of you who don't necessarily listen to the episodes that often, this is your first one. The cool thing is we give everybody the opportunity to say their piece whatever it is they want to promote or talk about for some time, and then they pass it on to somebody else. So it can be a promotion, it can just be a message to the world, and nobody gets to comment on it or anything. So today we have 2 guests, so it's we're gonna have to work this out. Why don't you guys let me
quick?
know?
We just be quick.
Yeah, who should we start with first? What do you guys think?
Let's
Okay.
start with Danny.
Go ahead,
Danny.
Danny.
Danny, so
This is your soapbox.
Well,
This is
I
your
just want to
soapbox.
say that in this time of uncertainty, be certain that there will be a tomorrow, and that you don't need to doubt yourself. As long as you surround yourself with people that care about you, in the end, everything's gonna be okay.
Nice.
So
Basically,
Short and sweet.
Nice.
Gav, do you have a soapbox?
What does that mean?
you've been on the show,
You've
man.
been on this show, kid.
Our veteran guest.
This is your message to the
wanna
world.
You want to tell the people something, some news or something that you want to talk about or something real fast. Here you go.
So, I agree with Keenan's theory on whenever we have dreams, they're in different dimensions or universes. Because one time I had a dream that I fell off like a little wall, and then I felt the pain in my knees.
Like the next day when you woke up
No. Like in the dream.
in the dream. Gotcha. So it's alternate universe for sure.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Nice.
All right. So your message to the world is believe it. There are alternate universes.
Yes.
nice.
Yes,
Nice.
Your Honor.
It's your honor. Oh, you getting them started early, don't you?
Touche.
Just to keep going with the quickness
Thanks,
of it. Oh,
Thanks.
thank you,
it
Gavin.
doesn't have to be quick.
Oh, well, yeah.
Go ahead, Keenan.
Um,
We know it's always quick with you.
oh, that's right, ladies.
Yeah.
Thank you, Manscaped. Thank you guys
That's
for
right.
enjoying the Manscaped
Hey.
experience. I appreciate it. Thank you, Danny, for coming on. Thank you, Gavin, for coming on. Thank you, listeners. And I had some crazy idea. I kind of want to, when I hung out with Andrew and he was like so cool that he's hanging out with the guy on the podcast he listens to, I kind of want to start doing that. So if anybody's listened to the episode and the few of you that I hang out already who has a great experience, if there's anybody new or whatever wants to reach out, like you want people to reach out to you,
During this coronavirus, if they want to hang out with you.
yeah, if you just want to hang out with me, I'll come over. I'll drive. I'll keep myself safe and clean.
The doctor said it's not contagious.
But even after Corona, if you listen, you're like, oh, I wonder what Keenan's like when I hang out with him outside the podcast. It's pretty much the same damn thing. Phil, I forgot what I wanted to label it, but it was like, I forgot what it was.
Hashtag always a good time with Keenan.
Something like that. Yeah, but yeah, let's start. I'm gonna start doing a noob hangouts.
Yeah. Good hanging.
Yeah, if the coronavirus thing blows over
Yeah.
and people are
Want to get back into
calming
it?
down. Yeah. I was thinking about the same thing.
Do some fun interaction. Yeah, we are friendly people. We will not, bite except for Philly. I mean, I'll give you $1.
His last one.
Yeah.
Tricked you.
All right, moving on. I'm done.
All right. Cool. I did not prepare anything, but it's not one of those moments. I promise you. All I will say is that I meant what I said earlier. If you are concerned for whatever reason, let's say that work has cut your hours or whatever it is, I do have some insight on things, and I can't say that I can do it for you, but I'm pretty sure I can give you a strategy. And most people don't. What is it? They don't plan to fail. They just fail to plan. So if you need help devising a plan for how to prepare during these times, I mean, I'm working on it myself, but there's no reason why 2 heads aren't better than 1. That's definitely a thing. And it's for sure, it makes sense when you're hanging out with me. So just take it for what it is and reach out to me. I'm opening my doors for you, or at least my phone. I don't know about doors.
The
his
back
legs.
door.
Damn.
No.
And my
And
legs.
his legs.
That's it.
Take
Love
us
you.
home, Joe.
Thank you.
I'm gonna take y'all home real quick.
Take me home tonight.
So check it out. Motherfucking sports are canceled. Sports are postponed. TV productions are being canceled. Live events are being canceled. No Coachella until October, supposedly. The live events industry is taking a fucking huge hit because of this thing. And again, it's people's fear of shit. It's people running around buying dumb shit It's people just being ridiculous. Like, stop being one of those people. I've spoken about the coronavirus and how it's like, you shouldn't fear it. I know a lot of medical professionals who pretty much have the same response. Like, people have to chill. They got to just chill the fuck out. This isn't that big of a deal. It is for older people, but maybe we gotta weed them out. I mean, I don't know. But bullshit aside,
Cold-blooded.
like, it's not as big a deal as people are making it. With you going out and buying the shelf, like clearing the shelves of shit, it's not helping anybody because people are gonna need that shit too. Like, it's ridiculous, and for real, people gotta chill. Like, seriously, it's affecting people's livelihoods. It's affecting the economy. So chill the fuck out.
Amen.
And with that, this has been
Amen.
episode 67 of the None of Our Business podcast.
Love it. Keep going. It's good. One time for your mind.
Little Randy. All right.
Eat your woman out.
Suck your man's dick.
And buy my book. I told you already.
What he said.
Yeah, buy Philly's book.
Hey.
That's the wrap.